protection out.
Only the wanted, only the needed is here in my arms. Words are very unnecessary, they can only do harm. Only the wanted, only the needed is here in my arms. Words are very unnecessary, they can only do harm.
Well, that was nice. Hey, look what the cat dragged in. What's up, babies? What's up, babos? What's up, boo-boos? What's going on, people? Sell new? You're an idiot. You're an idiot, dude. All right, anyway, that was a permaban come waiting to fucking happen. What's up? Dude, I need a new playlist. Oh, yeah. Huge raid? Dude, thanks for the huge raid. Appreciate it. Imagine your fucking community being so fucking shitty, whoever the fuck you are, that your viewers don't even want to say your fucking name. They just said huge raid. They don't even want to let people know who it is. The website's still showing we're down 9K, Miz. You are. And I'm going to keep it that way because I don't want you guys to give me money. Wait. Give me money. Wait. Give me money. Wait. Give me money. Wait. All right, yo, chat, what's going on? All right, anyway, dude, life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. Sorry, chat, I had a psychologist appointment. I know you're probably thinking, Miz, no one cares. I honestly don't care. That's why I'm in psychologist appointments. So, what's up? Yo, exclamation point TTS, make sure it works. Chat, I have a date tonight. Just warning you, I have a date.
Let's lose all his stocks money.
This girl works at Sony, by the way. So the reason why I'm going on this date is to get some insider information, see if Sony's cooking up some kind of semiconductor company, you know, what the plans are with Sony when it comes to memory. She worked on Spider-Man, by the way. So I'm just really trying to get information for you guys, right? Don't worry. Yeah. It's all about money, chat. I don't give a fuck about women. You know about that. You've known that for years. What? The props. Everyone wave to the jury. Hi, guys. Hope you guys are doing well.
Can you get me a job
Cheryl,
there?
is your dog doing okay? It's basically like, you know how Mr. Beast did that hi me in like 5 years? That's me waving to the jury right now. Hey, what's up, me in 5 years? Yeah, I hate black people. I'm anti-Semitic. I'm anti-establishment and terrorism. And I also fucking hate women. Hey, Miz, would you rather $1 every time you poo or $1 every time you date an Asian girl? I mean, listen, both put me in the shitter. That's all I'm going to say. You know what I'm saying right there, chat? The poop would probably cost me less money. You know what I'm saying? It's just a very expensive ordeal. Miz, you haven't learned your lesson about being around women. Listen, don't beat around the bush, okay? I don't think you know what you're talking about. I don't think you understand. Like, women love me. In fact, that's probably like 90% of my problems in my life, chat, is because when I'm with a woman, they love me so much after being with them that they hate me because I leave them every time because I get bored. That's the problem. I literally just get bored, and then they're like, oh shit, but I love this man, right? Because what I learned when I was younger, chat, it's very simple. Did you ever watch the episode of Fairly Odd Parents when Timmy Turner has no emotions? He got rid of all of them. This was Timmy Turner on Adderall.
Timmy is at a public pool with all his friends, but when he goes to jump, he gets scared. The others laugh, and he gets more scared, but Francis was behind him, so he jumps and lands on the teacher. When he comes out, he has no underwear, and everyone laughs. Later, Timmy wishes to have no emotions, and they grant it. To test it, Cosmo and Wanda laugh at him without problems. On the bus, they make fun of him, but he just ignores them. He sits next to Trixie, and when she sees he doesn't pay attention to her, she gets frustrated. In class, the teacher shows his video.
No, that doesn't do justice to how fucking nasty this oral is.
Wow, look who decided to wear clothes today. Personal insults not working!
Aura. Anyway. Dude, my eyes are feeling actually pretty good for the first time in like years. Like I didn't really use a lot of eye drops. I usually use like about a 400 pounds worth. See, I don't really care about this anymore. Like, I don't know. This Pokemon cards aren't really doing it for me like it used to. If this was memory chips, I'd be interested in this TikTok, but it just doesn't really do it for me, man. I'm sorry, like nothing. I don't really, like, Pokemon's cool and all, but, like, I really just don't care for new boxes and shit. I care for the old stuff. Am I right? Like, we're all old. Like, give me a Mewtwo. I don't know what the fuck any of this crap is. Dude, this could be fucking Gushers from Costco, and I'd be more interested than whatever the hell you're linking me. Okay? Sorry. It ain't doing it for me, bro. It ain't doing it. All right. Let's go over you guys' chat. Now, today I do have a date. I do have a date. Did I mention that? Should I mention it again? Is she trans? Yes. Dude, imagine thinking or caring about the fact if they're trans. Dude, do you ever fucking, whenever you get a Wonder Ball when you were younger, did you ever try to guess what's in the Wonder Ball? Yes, but you don't know what's in the Wonder Ball, right? So when you get the Wonder Ball, you're like, oh, wow, I don't know what's inside it. Am I going to get the SpongeBob
You have a date
candy?
with your new upgraded egg? Congrats.
Alex Jones' TTS is getting removed after today. I'm sorry. It's not fun. It's not enjoyable. It's always annoying. It ruins every clip I do. It ruins every time I'm trying to do anything nowadays. It's just not good. I'm getting rid of it. I'm sorry. It doesn't. Let's be real, chat. Nothing you say is more important than what I'm saying. Nothing. It's not funnier. It's not better. It's not better. It's not funnier. So just don't talk, okay? Notice how Poggy understands when I'm funny. He shuts the fuck up because he knows he can't handle the smoke. So he just sits there in awe with a lol W. That's all I want, chat. I don't need you to try to be funny as well. That's not your job. My J Omega lol B is to be funny. Your job is to sit there and act
You're
like a
so
fucking...
cool. I guess I'll shut up then.
What the fuck did Asian Andy just post? Man, I want a girl that has the sense of humor and sarcasm and dick-assy that MIZKIF... Andy, if you want a girl like this, it is so simple. Go to New Jersey. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Everyone's like that over there. It's not that crazy. Dude, the other person from New Jersey that we knew was Kay Bubbles. I mean, she doesn't have any humor and sarcasm, but there definitely was a dick in her ass. I mean, hell, there was a dick in... She's pregnant, like, twice. So I'm telling you, Andy, like, just go to New Jersey. We should go to New Jersey. Like that, honestly, when you come back, we should go to New Jersey. The greatest place on earth, right? It's like the Disneyland for scumbags. We should all go there. Totally down. Right? You guys, we should go? I already told my family I'm going, so I kind of have to go. But yeah, we're going. We'll go. If I ever visit the U.S., I'm not touching Jersey. We didn't ask you to go, so that's totally okay. I don't really care for you as a person in general. All right, retarded jinx, I just don't care. All right. Let's continue with our day, chat. I don't know why we're playing this fucking gay ass music. What are you guys excited for? Nothing happened. I didn't even go live yet. The fuck's going on? Calm down. Oh, okay. Yo. Sorry.
Yeah,
chat.
we should go to Jersey, Mizzy Wizzy.
See, this sounds like Jersey. All right, what do we got? Okay. Just as excited to see you stream, big dog. Hey, I'm the big dog. You're the big cheese. And together, Mitch Jones hates us. All right. I wanted to put out a nice tweet from Renato Global, right? A nice little tweet. This week, I challenged my chat to go against Claude AI in trading. Both accounts have 100K, and they can trade as much as they want in a 14-day challenge. If the chat wins, they keep their profits and split it with each other. I'm just going to put split it. Chat's picks, this is you. Claude has been picking today. Chat, by the way, chat, Claude has been trading. Just letting you know. It has been trading. So I'll let you guys see what he's been doing. And then, yeah, like, that's it. So I'm going to tag Mark Cuban, as I always do, right? Tag Mark Cuban, the GOAT. And, yeah, I'm going to post it. So, chat, if you could do me a favor, comment on the post, but don't comment, like, some bullshit yos. Comment, like, hey, this is a really cool challenge. Like, how do you do this? Or, like, you know, get involved with the conversation and, like, talk, you know. Give a little bit of pizzazz, badoozle, and bagazzle, bagadance, bagaw. You know what I'm saying? Is anyone even watching my streams anymore? It's like 2026. Extensions don't work on mobile. We will get it fixed. We will get that fixed. Real trap shit. We'll get it to work. Put it in work. We'll get it to go. By the way, slimy of the people who has the extension, by the way, we're not doing this. So yesterday, chat, the extension, yesterday, the extension works, by the way. So it actually is really good and it works. And you guys use the extension on my fucking post of me going live. And it has 500 likes because you all used the extension like and comments on this post. So and I'm like, dude, that just hurts me. It's just like, there's no point to that. So I removed it. So go fuck yourself. It just does nothing for me. It's just, half you guys were just saying, yo. I'm like, this is so stupid. So I removed it. So nice try. Doesn't work. But, yes. Oh, wow. Okay, there it goes. There it goes. It worked. It worked. Great. Send the link, retard. Okay. That was a little much. Kind of hurt. Chat, does anyone else why do my eyes look so, like, I look like I have Misty's eyes, don't I? Can we stop and talk about that for a second? Don't I kind of look like I have, like, glistening eyes today? Like, I look like I'm... So sugoi. From all your whining. Hold on, I got a call real quick, chat. Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. Oh, it's just a strip club down the road? Oh, Axion's bill? Oh, yeah, $3 grand? Yeah, he got the fucking, heifer. Yeah, he got the fucking heifer yeah, he likes when the fucking strippers just grab on his legs and he walks them around the fucking place because he feels like he's a father, but at the same time, he just likes the company. Yeah, he's a sick fuck. Yeah, he stole Darion's money. He stole money from a black guy, really. Really, in this economy? That's not good. I'll let the investors know. Okay, all right. I'll talk to you later. Yeah, go fuck yourself, Axiom. Oh, fuck yourself. All right. Anyway. This is my tweet. It has 9 likes. So let me get this straight. I work my fucking ass off every day for you guys. I give you guys money every day. I'm trying to nonstop entertain you and live for you. I live for you. And I got 9 likes. There's like, are we serious here? 9 likes after everything I've been through. 9 likes. 34. So let me get this straight, chat. When I give this on the extension, I got 500 likes. But when we do it through just my kindness and actions of asking you, I get 34. Like, what are we, did I give too much and now you're greedy? That's what it feels like. Are you guys now greedy little slime balls?
It's because that I haven't been set up to gain points yet.
Yo, what up, Sneeko? We didn't receive payments yet. No. Why don't you if you received the payment? Wait. Hey, that's not true. You should have received payments. People have been receiving payments. Not yet? Okay, one in chat if you've received your payment, by the way. Because it should be going through. It's gonna, I told you it's gonna take a little bit. 2? Some people have, they're going out. Yeah, they should be going out. Not a single one? No, there's definitely cat. Keep in mind, chat, this is something that we were working on that in my opinion, we will look back at this in a few years and be like, holy shit, this was like revolutionary. I'm sorry, I really do think that. I think that we're gonna look back on this one day and be like, holy shit, this was a fucking insane thing that Miz started, and it's actually there. Like, dude, I want to get this fund to $10 million one day. Like, I right now it's gonna be at $1 million, but dude, I want to get this to $10 million one day, right? And I think that's gonna happen. I really do. And if that does happen, you know, and we get that to, I mean, dude, you guys can actually make serious money, right? I really think this can get to 10 mil a day. Anytime I ever get a sponsor, it's going back to you. If I ever get a sponsor for finance content, it goes to you. I'm not going to take any of it, right? That's the plan. If I get any sponsor, it goes to you. So, sponsors, hit me up. It goes to chat, right? Best streamer ever? Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, like, I actually was like, dude, fuck it. Why not? Like, let's do it. Is there any sponsor for season 2? Nope. It's straight up $1 million of my own dollars. It's literally $1 million of my own dollars.
I guess I'll make a Twitter to like and comment.
Yep, I have no sponsor for it. It's straight up $1 million of my dollars, cash that I took out to give to you. And that's a lot, chat. Just letting you know, that is no streamer will do that for you. None. Don't even dare say if there's another streamer out there that would give you $1 million to play with on stocks. None would do that. None. Nobody. That's a crazy thing to do. Crazy. Pokemon would? That motherfucker made her cookies $26. You think she giving you $1 million? You out of your goddamn mind? Bitch, you crazy.
Someone said Pokemon would. EGL that made me spit out my fucking coffee.
This guy keeps spamming train would. Well, when is Train going to do that? Dude, okay, Train would. Train has $500 million or whatever the fuck, okay? Like, I don't know what to tell you. There's a big difference between who he is and who anyone else is at this point, all right? Let's go with any streamer besides him. Let's go with that. Train made $50 million and gave $10,000 out. Yeah, I'm also pretty sure Train does not give out. Oh, sorry, Mitch Jones gives out more money than me. I forgot about that. To his mods. By the way, chat, you want to make more money than you can on this stream? Go to Mitch Jones' chat and apply for mod. You'll get 200 grand a month. Every time that guy gets up from his chair, you know you're making money. Anyway. Let's go right and see you decided to buy at the top. Buying at the top is like nutting in. Yeah, it feels great, but now you're stuck with playing alimony for the next 18 years. Now I have to cancel my trip to Leon Dia. My cousin Nico does not want to talk to me anymore. Anyway, let's keep going. Dude, nice. 57 likes. I went on a giant rant. I'm giving you guys $1 million. I got 57 likes. Thank you, guys. Seriously, awesome. Awesome community. Awesome. Love it. Love what I do here. Love it. 57 likes. Love it, chat. Fucking love it. You guys are the best. Fucking Jesus Christ, dude. There's literally like, it blows my mind.
Type yo for $500.
I will get 500 people to like something in 4 minutes if I give away money. But if I don't give away money, 57 likes. Do any of you even care about me anymore? Do any of you even care? I don't care about money. Retarded Jinx, then why are you typing constantly whenever we're doing anything with stocks? I see you typing all the time. What do you mean you don't care about money? Who the fuck doesn't care about money? Waiting for Asian women. How do you think you get those Asian women? They are the most stuck-up fucking Jews down in Jewville you'll ever meet in your goddamn life when it comes to women.
We are bots.
Don't you understand
Remember.
that? Do you think that Asian women come without a fucking price tag? And it's usually fucking Dolce & Gabbana, bitch. Just letting you understand and know, it is very expensive to have an Asian chick, okay? They'll get you at one point. They're gonna ask you to buy their flights to Korea so they can get a fucking goddamn new chin, eyes, ears, mouth, and nose, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. All right? Look at Jeannie. That motherfucker won't even pay rent. I'm telling you, it's how it is. Like, chat, if you ever want a girlfriend or women, they cost money. You think women nowadays ever want to be with a man for emotions and love? No. They're there for money. Of course they're there for money. And guess what we're there for? Money, right? Because we're all using those girls to get more views. And a perfect example of that is when you do the Mario clip, which I'm sure all of you have done with your girlfriends previously. You have to do it. It's a staple, right? You have to do it. I bought your Yo merch. I want a refund. Shut up, dude. Shut up. All right? Go like my fucking tweet and suck my ass. All right? Fuck you. Fuck you. Anyway, let's keep going through the news today, chat. Let's first go over your portfolio so you guys can understand where you're at. So, very interesting day. Just letting you know, it's probably one of the most interesting days or past weeks I have seen ever since I started investing. It's very interesting. Very interesting. So, someone just added me in my Discord. I don't know who you are. I'm not even gonna look at your name. Don't do that. Okay, like, don't. Because I have ADHD, and now I'm looking over here when I should be looking over here. Because now I'm like, don't do that. That is for emergencies only, like LSF, right? Don't make me look that way. That was a lot. You're delusional at the end of the stream. He gives away a minimum 100K. Don't speak unless you know facts. Trains our boy. Are you talking about that one guy in chat? Train's also not my boy. I fucking hate that guy. So anyway, let's go ahead and go with what we're doing. Let's go ahead and figure out what the hell we're doing. So we are at 2.2. Oh, wait, sorry. This is my portfolio. All right. It is a crazy day. And I'm going to explain what's going on right now, chat. Nothing's going well. Nothing. Nothing. The entire market is kind of having a little bit of a relapse. Shit's hitting the fan. Iran, currently, we're still in those fucking deal problems and bullshit. Things aren't really going good for the market. It's not really a good time. People are very scared. You just also had inflation rates are now, 4% for this, which is the highest it's been since 2023. So it's not good news. And also, there's an expected hike in the interest rates. It's not looking good for anything besides memory. I'm telling you, Chad, the moo is the only thing, and memory is the only thing that's keeping the world alive. That's it. And you're starting to see people flooding and leaving other sectors to go to memory. Check this fucking out. This is not just my portfolio. This is what everyone's portfolio looked like. Okay? So last night, there was a giant hike because of Moo. People were excited. The market was doing great, right? Look at this. I was up $200,000 fucking dollars, right? From the massive loss that was yesterday, where I was down, look at this, I was down 400 grand this week. But then in one fatal Moo, one cow came home, and I was up $93,000. I was back up to only $93,000 down, right? So what the fuck happened? It was just new. The market was excited. People were excited. But look at today. Look at this drop that happened at the beginning of the bell. Went from 2.3 million, and in just 30 minutes, I went all the way down to 2.1. How the fuck am I losing from 10%? I'm losing all of this. Chat, look at the S&P 500 in itself. Look, it did the same thing. Every stock portfolio looked like this today. Every stock did the same thing. It had a huge red drop, an insane drop. This doesn't happen. What is this fucking going on? And it kind of stabilized a little bit, right? But you know what's the only thing that's keeping this world alive right now is memory. It's the only thing. Moo took a hit, but it bounced all the way back up. And look at that. It's got a huge green at the end of the day. It is still climbing. It's still climbing. And chat, we've got some exciting news for you. So as of right now, you can look at that. $92,676.94 is where Claude is at. Okay? 92,000. You're at $96,000. Now you're probably asking me, how the fuck are you from 80 grand and you somehow are at $96,000? Joel, will you get in the Discord, please? Will you join us? Will you please join us, Joel? Just real quick. Your kick category is wrong? What do you mean? Who changed your category? I didn't.
Yep, on my way.
No, I know Train gives out a lot of money. There's no argument with that. Joel, put on your camera. Ladies and gentlemen, I think he deserves his spot for a second here.
Good day.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joel. He's one of your investors, right? He's one of the managers here at Renato Global. And Joel, would you like to speak on what happened today?
BlackBerry hit $10, baby. It hit 10. Finished at 10:30 on the day.
Chat, Joel has been preaching about this for how long? For like
2 weeks.
Yeah, and that's a really long 2 weeks. It's been a really long 2 weeks. It's been so long. My mouse just died. But anyway, so Joel's been preaching about this shit for 2 weeks now, nonstop, telling us to get into BlackBerry. And you know what, chat? He was right. And now here's the thing: how does that affect you? We didn't
Get
buy
this man a BlackBerry now.
We didn't buy BlackBerry. We didn't. We bought BlackBerry calls. So remember, chat, we took a huge risk yesterday with 5,000 of your dollars. Okay? We took 5,000 of your dollars and we put it into BlackBerry calls. Risky shit is what we did. Can someone link me what the screenshot that I put in the finance Discord today? Could someone link me that real quick? I don't know where it is. So chat, we put $5,000 into calls for BlackBerry. I have to scroll up. We have so many fucking people. Oh, now Brian's in there talking. Yeah, if someone can link me that in the finance Discord, that would be great. So Joel called it and said that we should do it. We told Joel if he gets this right, we will get him a BlackBerry phone. Okay, because this could have gone completely wrong and we could have lost everything. Ladies and gentlemen, BlackBerry hit. And that $5,000 is now $9,916. Joel made you $4,916.78. He pretty much doubled your position yesterday in a market that would not let him win. Because here's the thing, chat, the market's not doing that great right now. Just like the last 2 or 3 days, it's been iffy and shitty to fan. His BlackBerry call hit. The earnings were good, and people are excited about BlackBerry again. Joel doubled in his money. So Joel, you are now awarded the BlackBerry phone.
Fuck you go. Also, do I still get VIP in your chat as well? You mentioned that the other day.
Give me 1 second to talk to my associates about that, because that's a little bit more serious of a proposition. But let me go ahead and ask them, okay?
Okay.
Can you turn around, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah. Chat, what are we thinking here? That's a pretty big... No. Yes. Okay, but I got to remove a VIP. I got to remove a VIP. Is he gay? Let me ask. Joel, are you gay?
Am I gay? No comment.
I think that told you everything, and that he just humped his chair. Okay, the chat agrees. However, we have one question. We would have to unmod Axion and possibly ban him. Are you willing to accept that and to get your position? You know, you have to climb the ladder in business. That's how it works. Are you willing to take someone else down, some old person, to put yourself in so you can make money for yourself?
Yes.
Okay, chat is decided. Joel, you are now the new VIP of the chat. Axion, I'm sorry, you might get permanently banned. I'm going to unmod Axion. So unmod Axion right now. Let's just have that. Axion was not found. He's probably at some girl's stream. Let's see. Joel, what's your name?
It should be Joel Berry. Changed it today.
You changed your name to Joel Berry.
Yep.
How do you spell that?
Joel, then Berry, Berry, all one word.
Oh, got it. Okay, you are now added as a VIP. Congratulations, Joel.
Fuck yeah.
Now let me ask you, Joel, a question. Are you still sticking with BlackBerry even though these earnings just went through?
Miz, let me tell you, I bought 20 shares today at all-time highs. I think that stock's going to finish around $13 to $15 per share by end of year.
Okay. All right, ballsy. How much are you up in your position?
Probably around 13%. From my stock from yesterday, I bought.
Oh wow, no, I mean in total your position.
Oh, in total, not too much because I did buy at like 1052, so I think it's like 2% on BlackBerry. But overall, I'm up 3% in my personal portfolio, so I'm doing pretty good.
That's fucking good shit. That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
That's what I'm talking. 3% is fucking fantastic. Wait, Joel, are you Jewish?
No, I'm Episcopalian. I'm Christian.
Oh, okay. Chad, he's
I'm almost Catholic.
Presbyterian. Is that from the movie Avatar? I don't know. All right. Well, congratulations, Joel, on your $5,000 and your win. Good job, Joel. And we'll obviously keep you as a manager. You're doing a fantastic job.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Joel. Joel did a great job. Congratulations, chat. You are up $5,000 because of Joel, so there's an additional. Keep in mind, you're winning now. So you are now beating Claude in your game. You have $5,000. So the question is this. You're at $5,000, and why are you up $5,000? Why are you up $12,000 today, despite the market kind of shitting the bed? Like, chat, most people's portfolios, by the way, are red today, or like neutral, or probably red. It was looking good this morning, and then it took a giant dump. But Micron and Moo and all of these companies for memory, RAM, are the only things that are up. Everything else is down, right? You can look at my portfolio for an example. Check this out. Everything's up about RAM and memory. Everything else is down. You've got SpaceX, my fucking huge shares I have. I don't know whether I should sell it or not. I'm still panicking. You have FLNC, which is energy. You have Roblox or Rocket Lab, which is fucking me in the ass right now. I'm getting absolutely fucked. That's a huge fucking green candle. That's what I'm talking about, chat. You have everything's getting fucked. It's not looking that good. Memory is keeping everything alive. But why is everyone talking now more about Moo? By the way, chat, prices for Moo in terms of their overall stock have exploded in what analysts are saying now. Now, I don't really believe in when someone says the word analyst, right? I just don't live here. I have to let those people know because Kick is, notifications are still pigeon mail. So, but check this out. Moo price targets at Barclay. If you guys don't know what Barclay is, chat, it's your fucking credit card companies. This is all investment banks. $2,000 price target, $2,200 price target, $1,540 price target by JP Morgan, $1,600 now raised, $1,525, $1,280, $1,100, $1,500, and $1,600 from TD Cowen. Everyone is raising their prices, and they are making and growing these prices as we speak. Now, the question is, what is going on, and why are these prices getting raised? The earnings yesterday were not only the thing that made it happen, chat. Some new information came out about memory as a whole, okay? Check this out. Remember just yesterday how we had and talked about the video with Linus Tech Tips, where he was saying and bitching about the fact that the box, the Steam box, GameCube, whatever, is expensive and it's overpriced. And we talked about how that's not fair, that he basically kind of called it out and shit on it like that. When the reality is, it's kind of clickbait. When the reality is, it's a good product for what it is. Like, it really is, especially for the price, because memory is such an issue, right? Xbox today, and if you guys don't know, this is the CEO of Xbox, a woman. I'm sure Asmongold will never buy an Xbox ever again, right? You will never see him in a Halo 3 lobby. But Xbox just raised their prices across the board. Series S 512 gigabytes is now $499. It's up $100, chat. Everything is going up about 25% in price. Your Series X 1 terabyte Xboxes are going up a terabyte. Or sorry, a 25%. This is all happening in 2 months, by the way. It's all happening in 2 months. Now, why are you saying this? What's going on? What's happening? It's these fucking women, these CEOs like this, who are trying to raise the wage gap. Okay, so they're trying to build up and make more money because I bet she wants to probably give half of it to the next Democratic nominee. No, the reality is memory is the problem, right? That's the problem. That's been the issue. And we've been talking about it for like, what, 2 months now? That, yeah, memory is so shorted that dude, chat, a lot of these RAM companies and memory companies have stopped production for you. They stopped it. They completely got rid of it. They are now focusing only on companies. Because every company needs to buy to survive, every company needs to buy to grow, and they need RAM. So they stopped even giving it to you. My sad little peepos in chat. It's harder for you to even get RAM. RAM is worth more than gold now. It's worth more than gold, okay? And that's the thing that's going on right now. You have all of these going up. So chat, if you're looking to get an Xbox, good luck. Good luck. And it's not just because of RAM. It's also because of storage. These two things are fucking every market. And that's why when I said that a box of doom, that the guy yesterday, Braceface, tried to say it was such a bad price. It's not. Look at these prices now. They just raised them all today. And you're probably saying, is Xbox the only company that's doing this? No, it's not. It's not even close. So, but let's go ahead and go through the news. Let me get rid of this real quick. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and go through some of the news of today, chat. It's Valve's fault. Yes, Valve is the reason why this is all happening. Fuck you. No, we can't even say that. We can never say fuck you to, what's his name? Jeffrey Epstein? I think it's the... Never say no to... Wait, no. Who owns Valve? What is his name? Carl... How am I forgetting his name? Miz, do you support Israel? I don't know. If the market's up, then look, I support who's ever making me money, okay? I don't give a fuck about your political crybaby bullshit. I just don't care, all right? I'm on 60 milligrams of Adderall and 25 milligrams of Vyvanse, 6 coffees, all right, and some cocaine. I don't give a fuck about your little crybaby bullshit, all right? Your families, your issues, whatever. I don't give a fuck. We're here to make fucking money, all right? We're here to make money. That's all we care about. Why? So we can buy hookers. That's all we're here for. I'm not here to care about politics like that. I'm not here to look at you and go, wow, I should care how you feel. Fuck feelings. I don't give a shit. What's going to get me the best way to buy a robot that I can have sex with? That's what I think of every night before I go to bed. And then I jerk off to some hentai. Now let's focus on what's going on in our neck of the woods. Chat, this guy is apparently a very big leader. Okay, let's go through this real quick because someone just linked it. Why did you change your personality, bro? I literally didn't, so that's just not true at all. Let's go with this. So I was going to go through this later, but let's go through this now. Xbox is not the only people that are raising their prices because of the RAM shortage. Everyone was talking about yesterday how the MacBook is a great product. And look at the MacBook Neo. It's kind of crazy how we just talked about this yesterday and said that the MacBook Neo is such a great product for a cheap price. Well, now they raised it from $600 to $700. The MacBook Air is now getting raised from $1,100 to $1,300. MacBook Pro, $1,700 to $2,000. All these prices are going up, and this is probably the best that they can do with these prices, chat. They're not raising it because they want to. They have to. They have to do it. There's nothing else they can do. Tim Cook literally said today that there's nothing they can do. There's such a shortage in memory that they have to raise their prices. And when you have Apple, the gods of fucking the world, telling you that they have to do something, and their balls are in the vice, you should listen and say, holy shit, Apple can't even get a good price on these things. And they're fucking Apple, right? If they can't get a good price on memory, then no one's gonna get a good price on memory. And that's exactly what you're seeing. Apple, Xbox, and Valve have now all said that they can't get any product. They can't do it. They can't do it. So that's the problem that's been going on. And you're gonna see that. And look at Apple. I personally told you guys a couple days ago or a week ago, I don't like Apple. I don't believe in it. And the reason why I didn't believe in it, I'm not someone that cares about woke shit, right? I don't really believe in or give a fuck about if you're woke or not. I just care about making money. You know, and as long as I'm invited to the Among Us lobbies, I don't really care. But we saw, and chat, remember, we saw it first, that fucking Apple, fuck you, Apple, by the way, because you guys got me a copy strike on my YouTube channel. Actually, go fuck yourself, Apple. I'm glad you're losing. But anyway, Apple...
MacBook Neo 700 for that dog shit. Wrapped in cat shit.
Sure. Apple, when we saw that they had their little, you know, adventure that we watched last week or last month, it was shit. And it was shit, and they had nothing really to show. And not only that, they were kind of doing that woke crap, right? It did feel like very wokey-bokey. They were just constantly having women on there. When, you know what I like about Micron, chat? You know what I liked about Micron's investment thing that we listened to yesterday? It was all Indian dudes. I didn't understand what the fuck they were saying. There were a bunch of Indian dudes who were like, let's go to talk to... Sure, be fucking Raj Patel's. I don't give a fuck. Because guess what? You know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't want to listen to...
Apple does have shit tons of cash reserves.
Yes, they do.
Something to keep in mind.
Of course they do. They have so much in cash reserves. But you can have all the cash in the world, and if your innovation is shit, it doesn't matter. You could be the best and biggest and with money, and that doesn't mean that you're gonna be innovative. And the problem is with Apple is they're lacking that innovation. You know who else has been lacking innovation like crazy lately? Meta. They have. These guys have more money than anyone in the world, and they are just lacking the innovation. Their leader at the top, Mark Zuckerberg, doesn't know what to do. And they're trying to re-find who they are, right? They're going on those spiritual journeys. They don't know what the fuck they are. And it shows. They're down, you know, this past year, they're down 18%. By the way, chat, did you know that Micron is now worth more, that the Moo is worth more than Facebook and Meta? They're worth more than fucking Facebook and Meta. Isn't that crazy? The Moo is now worth more than Meta. It just happened today. Yes. Meta is worth less than Moo. Micron, a company that last year was worth nothing, peanuts. And now it is worth more than fucking Facebook. Crazy. It's fucking insane. And it's awesome because we're involved and we're invested. It's awesome. AI bubble is getting bigger. See, I'm gonna say this once, and I don't want to ever say this again. It's not a bubble. It's just not. You can't say it's a bubble when they have factual and proven revenue, when they have shown quarterly earnings, when they're having these investor meetings and you're hearing their prospects, how they are literally turning people down, businesses down. They don't give people money anymore, chat. They don't give the ability for people to make money because they're saying, hey, we know you guys need memory, but we're turning down your money for businesses. That's how busy they are. That's not a bubble, dumb fuck. That is called actual product and growth. You know who also had this product in growth last year? NVIDIA. It was almost the same exact thing. The same thing. And you're telling me Nvidia's not worth $5 trillion? It is. In fact, it's worth way more than that. Their price to earnings and future earnings are insane. They should be worth like $7 trillion. But the people are, you know, right now everyone's just trying to get to memory, right? So no, it's not a bubble. Now, are there some stocks that could fit that are, you know, more scammy or bullshit? Sure. Yeah, you're right. Like SpaceX. You know, number one scam company. Like, dude, I'm telling you, SpaceX, in my opinion, is the biggest dog shit pile of crap I have ever seen since I saw Elon Musk on a boat. Okay, it is shit. It is terrible. It is doing just as bad as I think he actually would in Diablo if he actually played on his damn accounts. Tell you how it is. It's doing terrible. And it's going to keep doing terrible. Because the thing is, this thing is so far beyond what anyone can conceive. This guy said live that we're going to bring you guys to the end of the universe. The fuck? What the fuck are you talking about? I still, when I walk my dog, have to pick up his shit with the garbage bag. And you're telling me you're going to go on national television and tell me to invest in something that we can go to the end of the universe for? What are we doing? We're not there yet. We're not even close to being there yet. So that's why it's just such a stupid bullshit thing. And when the lockup goes away for SpaceX, as it's already going to start going in August, you're going to be fucked. I cannot see this company being past anything more than $120 this year. I can't see it. There's almost no way that SpaceX is worth more than $120, if not even less than that. I'm telling you. Like, here's what I think happened. I think Elon Musk was on Raya, right? He was on Raya. He was scrolling. He probably found some girl. And he's probably trying to impress her because she stopped answering. And he's like, hey, watch this.
How much did you lose on SpaceX?
I'm down a lot of money. I don't want to talk about my SpaceX investments. But I think he was on Raya. He was probably swiping on saw a girl. And he changed his profile picture, or his profile. And he put world's first trillionaire. And the girl matched with him. It's probably like, are you? No way. What? A trillionaire? I'd match with billionaires, but trillionaire? I'd match with Hassan Biker, right? But I match with other billionaires, but a trillionaire? That's no way. And then he's like, yeah, watch this. I'm going to put my company up and I'm going to be a trillionaire this year. And now he's a trillionaire. That's what I think is exactly what happened, right? Because it makes no sense. SpaceX is a dog shit company. It just is. Now, is it groundbreaking, crazy realities? Yes. But it's not worth $2 trillion like he tries to propose. And he's going to dump it on everybody else, right? That's just how it goes. So let's talk about what's happening, though, in the entire world. So the MacBook and Apple today just released that they are raising all their prices. You have Xbox releasing that they're raising all their prices. Everyone is saying to you, chat, memory is a huge shortage that is fucking everything up in production and making you spend more money. So instead of bitching about it like everyone else wants to do, you are smart and you're going to invest your money into things like DRAM and Micron, like you have been fucking doing. And congratulations to everyone in my Discord and around who have been investing with this shit. You're now up. So instead of you just complaining like everyone else wants to do about how you can't get your Xbox, you're making money on it. And that's the beauty of the stock market, chat, is when you see money, you can invest in it and try to make money from that problem. The war is happening. My family's dying. Palantir. Now they get a nice little casket whenever they're dead. You got to think about these things, chat. That's what you got to do. That's business, baby, right? Everyone's depressed. Everyone's so sad. Everyone's miserable. No one has money anymore. The crowds are sad. Hey, let's invest in the pharmaceuticals. You know, that's what you got to do. You can always make money. And that's the beauty of it, chat. When public companies, yes, there's scumbags at the top. They're shitty, you know? Luigi Mangione.
That was the most wild statement transition ever.
Luigi
Mangione.
He shot like that guy, right? Outside of a fucking Burger King or some shit, right? He shot that guy. Fuck, he did it, right? Let's be honest, he did it. But while he did shoot that guy's company you could have bought into. Like, damn, yeah, you're raising the prices, you're fucking everyone up. I'm gonna buy in. How much money is it? Shit. I'm doing calls. Now I can afford my penicillin. Does that make sense, Jack? Does that make sense? Did anything I say make sense today? Is anyone even watching my stream? Like, who am I talking to? Not really. All right. Let's keep going. All right. Buffett bought United after the whole incident? Yes, dude. The beauty of the stock market is that when you can be a scumbag too. Fuck being a peasant bitch, chat. Fuck it. Stop being a little peasant pussy bitch and instead use your fucking, your little, your money to be like them. Be a scumbag yourself. Hey, if they're doing it and I can't stop it, right? Unless you're Luigi Mangione, then you kind of stopped it. But I'm going to be a scumbag too. I'm going to invest. And now I'm with this guy, right? So, Moo's best customers will never pay higher than Q2 2026 prices for the next 5 years in exchange for the promise to pay at least 20% of current prices. If leadership was bullish on prices and therefore their margin, why would they have capped their prices upside for 5 years? So basically, this is what this is saying is, Moo basically capped their prices because they're like, oh, we will give you guys the price of now instead of giving the price of what, could be if we keep raising the prices. And why would they do that if they are some, godlike company that is growing? Because remaining unsold memory just became way more scarce. I would say that as probably the reality of this. I don't really understand why you linked me this tweet. See, the thing is with this chat, you get a lot of smart people on Twitter, but you get a lot of retards. And not only you get a lot of retards, you get a lot of retards that speak that you believe, because this guy says Carnegie Mellon University. This guy says researcher, and he's a duck, right? We all love duck, please. But don't just listen to people because they have this shit. People are on Twitter because they want to get likes, right? They want to get likes. That's their goal. Look at me, 82 likes. I live for this shit, Somehow I got more likes on my SpaceX tweet than I did anywhere else. I hate you guys. I really do. I have the worst team for PR in my life. The worst. The worst. Somehow you guys are devils and go everywhere. But anyway. Oh, whoa. Breaking news. Stop everything what you're doing. OpenAI is now leaning towards pushing their IPO until 2027.
Listen to Meowin. That guy knows his shit.
Choppy market. See, this is what I mean. You ruin every time I'm trying to do any of this. Every time. I'm getting rid of Alex Jones today. OpenAI is now leading towards pushing its IPO until 2027 per New York Times. The details include choppy markets in recent weeks have led OpenAI to reconsider the timeline. The company is worried it may not find much enthusiasm from retail investors. Advisors are recommending OpenAI either to wait until 2027 as at $1 trillion or lower the valuation for a quicker IPO. Why does everyone think they're worth $1 trillion nowadays? I swear it's a dick measuring contest, dude. You're not worth $1 trillion, OpenAI. You're just not. I'm sorry. You're just not. I don't think waiting is going to make you worth $1 trillion. You're not worth it. You're a very big company. You're very powerful. You've done a lot of great stuff. But why $1 trillion? You're not there. You're not there. And in fact, in my opinion, I think the best thing they can do is lower their valuation and put it at something like $400 to $500 billion, and just have the people in the world think that they're getting a deal and raise it back up. Why are you trying to start it at $1 trillion and do exactly the problem that you saw what SpaceX did? Instead, you should just lower it and let the people buy into it and grow it to $1 trillion, because everyone loves numbers being full, right? I think people love numbers being full. And because of that, if you see a company, we just saw 12 companies that everyone wanted to hit $1 trillion, and it did, regardless if they deserve to be $1 trillion company or not, right? You don't think that OpenAI can do that as well? People are getting excited as it's getting hit $1 trillion. I would lower it to 700 bill and then just have it get walked up to $1 trillion, and then you win. And that way you're not those bad guys, right? That's what I think. But I'm also gay. Wait, Jeannie?
Oh yeah, okay, cool. Can I get that chair?
Wait, why'd you say, yeah, okay, cool?
Can I get that chair? Can I use that chair?
You can use anything you want. You live here.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. Are you DJing?
No. I can't connect it. I don't have a dongle.
What dongle?
I need a USB dongle to plug into the MacBook because it doesn't have the USB space on it.
A USB USB dongle you need? Bro, they're saying Big J. They're excited to see you. Yes, they are! Dude, Ginny, my chat loves you! Stop acting like a fucking, like they hate you, bro.
No, it's not about, oh, what the heck? It just showed everything. But I need a dongle.
What does a dongle mean? Dude, literally everyone's saying they love you, and that's Big J. What's up?
Because the computer doesn't have a USB thing on it,
Okay.
so I need like a converter.
Just Amazon it.
Yeah, I can't do it right now. It's not gonna come right now. I just stopped.
All right. Okay. All right, now that that's over with. All right, so markets are up. Well, I don't know what I was speaking about. Let's go ahead. Xbox chat. By the way, I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh my God, woman CEO. I'm letting you know, by the way, like most women CEOs that I have seen are actually way better than the males. Like, always good. And here's the thing. I think the reality is you got to get a woman CEO that's not a white woman, right? Just if you hear her listening to some Taylor Swift, then you don't have her as a CEO, right? All right, you're too emotional, right? Because women are more emotional than men. That's a fact. You got like, I don't know what this girl is, but she's obviously like, you know, it's like Indian or something like that. The CEO of AMD is an Asian woman, right? Very strict. You just got to not get a white woman as your CEO, and you're pretty much good to go. Women are great CEOs, in my opinion. I think she's a fantastic CEO. She's done such a great job with what has been Xbox entirely. Same as the CEO, obviously, of AMD. You just got to get a good CEO. The problem is that if you're listening to Taylor Swift, you're too emotional, and you just got to get out of that era because her last album sucked. Okay, so chat, you're currently at 96.
Asian women.
See, this is what I mean. Like, what was that for? What did you add anything Super Chelsea? No, because you're just talking in Trump's voice. Bring back Ryan. All right. So, Mu is up 15%, DRAM is up 10%, FSOXL is up 10%, AMD is up 2%, NBIS is up down 1%. Nothing too crazy for that. And your INFQ, your inflection that the Jew who with an inflection told you to buy is down, but you're down $900 on it. So it's not really anything too crazy. Let's go ahead and see what I'm down in my life. I'm down, you know, because like it's still down because remember yesterday was just all like it's not the best, right? But it's not the worst. It's really just Micron saving my ass. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Like Micron is saving my ass as well, your ass, and it's great. So I love memory. I think that Micron's the greatest stock, and you guys will see it keep going. That's my opinion. Oh wow, Wubby's live. Oh, Sneeko went live too. Let's go ahead and say hi to Sneeko.
Homosexuality.
Hey man, heard you're gay.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam, rahmatullah. How you doing, man?
Good. Good to finally get to bring you on stream. Is there an echo? Is the audio okay?
It's good on my end, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. It's a fasting day for you. How's the fast going on?
Chat, what does hamdulillah mean? Is that W or L? What does that mean? I don't listen to, you know, is it the new 6-7? I don't know how that shit works. Okay. So, let's go ahead and go over some of the other stuff that's happening. So chat, we are not big on Bitcoin, right? Why don't chat if you're not big, why don't chat if you are still big on Bitcoin? I'm curious to see if some of you guys are still big on crypto. I'm just curious. I'm curious. So just, can we do a poll? Actually, I'm curious to see what chat thinks. Do the poll on the screen, not the poll on the chat. All right, let's see. Do you like crypto, chat? Yes or no? No, no, yes, no, no, yes. No, yes, no, no, yes, no. Okay, so a lot of you guys are actually saying no. Here's the thing. I think crypto is a great thing, but I'm someone, chat, and I'm not a smart numbers guy. I'm just not, right? I think you guys can know that by now. I'm not a smart numbers guy. Well, I think I'm smarter than average, right? I'm actually pretty good at math, but I'm not like these guys and these analysts who are geniuses at, you know, charts.
Crypto has zero fundamental value at this moment in time.
I'm someone that I think future. I think fundamentals. That's what I think. I think fundamentals and I think future. What is the future, right? Because you can make a lot of money, chat, if you can kind of understand what the future is going to be like. Because a lot of people don't have that ability to do that. They don't. And really, it's a very hard thing to do. If you can understand that, you can get so much money because that's what people are looking for. Is what is the future, right? Bitcoin, I have not believed in like 2 years. I just haven't believed in it. And I started to really not believe in Bitcoin when, hold on, what was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? I started to not really believe in Bitcoin like 2 years ago. And the reason why I stopped believing in it is that's when I started getting paid in crypto sometimes for some of my ads or sponsors that I would do on stream. And I would get the money and I'd be excited. All right, I made 20 grand. I made 30 grand. But I would go to bed and I would wake up and that, 20 grand is now 16. That 30 grand is now, sometimes 22. And unless you're immediately transferring it and trading it and doing all these other things.
Until Web3 becomes more mainstream crypto.
It just doesn't make sense. What am I doing with this money? And why is the money I'm making just devaluing so fast or going up so fast, right? That doesn't make any sense. If crypto is supposed to be something that I'm using as a replacement of the dollar, then it shouldn't move like it's moving. It maybe goes up 1% or 2% a year. Maybe it follows inflation, but it should not be going up 60 to 70% in a year. It should not be going down 60 or 70% a year. That doesn't make any sense, right? And that's a problem that I've seen with crypto for years. And my other problem is this. My brother used to buy weed from a place that some of you might not even know.
Stable coins.
This is what I mean. Super Chels, stop. I'm timing out for a day. Stop using the TTS. Just stop. You're just doing that to annoy me. The thing is this. My brother used to buy weed off of, what was it called, chat? Rainbow something, or Rainbow Road? What was it called back in the day? Did anyone buy weed from this place? It was you buy it online, you had to get a VPN. Silk Road, okay? So my brother and I used to sell drugs. I don't know if you guys know that. I used to sell drugs. I used to sell weed. I occasionally would sell Molly, but usually weed. And my brother would buy it from Silk Road. And we would get the best weed for cheap prices. Real cheap. It was awesome. But you had to pay with Bitcoin. And it was the first time we would buy stuff with Bitcoin. And we were buying Bitcoin back then, my brother was, for like $120 a Bitcoin. $120 a Bitcoin we would buy weed for. So sometimes, chat, we were buying like a quarter pound of weed for like 15 Bitcoin, 16 Bitcoin. Think about that. That is now $1 million today, and I was buying a quarter pound of weed with that money. It was some good ass shit. I'm not gonna lie, they did a great job with the weed. But nowadays it's $1 million, right? Then that was 2011 or 12. I don't remember when it was. I was in high school. But we did that. And Bitcoin has now become this massive thing that has taken over. But taken over what? What can I use Bitcoin for today? Buying drugs, giving money to people in other countries. I'm not going to do that often. I don't need to do that often. I'm in America, right? I need to do that because I give away money on my stream, but I don't need to do that if I'm a normal person, or illegal shit, or gambling, which is illegal. There's no reason for crypto. And the thing is, if you want something that would make the most sense for crypto, it's USDC. It's a one-to-one design to the dollar. So you buy this, and it's a one-to-one design to the dollar. So, okay, I want to buy something with gambling. I want to buy something with, shady businesses. USDC makes a lot more sense. Bitcoin doesn't make any sense. And what I think Bitcoin has become is all this has been for the past 5 years, really, has just hype, right? It makes no sense why this coin goes up when it has no value to me. Just still. 5 years later, I can buy the same stuff I could buy 5 years later. Gambling and bullshit. But now, I can now use my wallet and my card on anything and I get 3% cash back. Why would I use Bitcoin for anything when I get 3% cash back using a credit card? You know? It doesn't make any sense. Now, a stable coin makes sense. But another coin that makes sense, and another thing that does make sense, is Hyperliquid. Hyperliquid does make sense. I get why this is something, right? Because for Hyperliquid, you have something that is actually tangible that people are using. A 24/7 market. It makes sense. It makes sense. But 99% of things with crypto don't. And you're starting to see a lot of people waking up to that, including this guy. So let's watch this video. So this guy made a video chat, why I sold all my Bitcoin, it's over. And this guy is apparently very big with Bitcoin. He's ex-Google, ex-Meta. Whenever you see X twice, by the way, I don't know if that's usually a good thing because that tells you that he left both jobs, right? That's not usually a good thing. When people usually tell me, yeah, I worked at multiple places, I usually say, that doesn't sound like you can stay at a place, right? Doesn't sound like you are a stable coin yourself. So let's go ahead and watch this video.
Hey, it's been a while. Welcome back. I sold all my Bitcoin and I suffered absolutely massive financial losses. If you told me a year ago I'd be saying this out loud on camera, I'd have laughed in your face. But that's why I've been gone.
Okay, judging by the fact that he just made that intro, is this guy serious? Like, I can't. Was this guy trying to do like a Sykkuno RP?
People kept asking where I went, and the honest answer is I couldn't face you guys. Bitcoin fell from 120K last October to the low 60Ks this summer, a 50% crash, and nothing can prepare you for what a move like this does to you mentally, especially when you're leveraged.
I told you guys, my brother actually just went to one of his close friends' wedding, and they had, or the what is it when you have like a boys' night one last time with your friends and you basically like cheat on your wife and have sex with like a cowgirl, whatever that was. He went to that, and but this guy that paid for the wedding, or he bought Bitcoin at $120,000. And he put most of his money into that. He's also a doctor, and he has a lot of debt. Yeah.
Money, easy come, easy go. I was over leveraged. A simple, small mistake.
I gave him money. I think I gave him like $2,000 for the wedding. W me.
Mistake with brutal consequences. And as the price kept bleeding down with no bounce, no relief rally, I was staring down the barrel of liquidation. And so I had a choice. Either sell, take the loss and survive, or hold, stand by my ideals and get wiped out. And so I sold. And then I went dark because I realized I had no idea what I was doing anymore. I'd built my entire identity around this. I was the Bitcoin guy. But as the markets moved against me and my thesis simply was not playing out, I only doubled down and found myself confused, depressed, burned out, and honestly a little embarrassed at how deluded I had let myself become. I'm rebuilding now. And to be clear, I'm still bullish long term. I'll probably buy back in lower someday, but on my way down, I did see something I can't unsee. And if you understand this, it may save you the same pain I just went through. So in this video, I will explain exactly what I saw that unsettled my nerves so much. So here's what I had backwards the entire
Imagine he shows a picture of Lacey buying Bitcoin.
time. In an attention economy, you don't trade fundamentals, you trade attention, and that attention is liquidity. So let me make this simple. Think about NFTs. People paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for a JPEG. Everyone bought high. Everyone held. No one sold. Diamond hands, right? But did that keep the price up? Well,
who the hell is he talking about? I did not buy. I did not sell. I didn't do any of that. I thought this was stupid from day fucking one. The NFTs were the dumbest thing I ever can hear in my entire life. I think that the people in the crypto and the NFT space are in their own delusional bubble, thinking that a lot of other people thought that. I think I knew, and a lot of other people knew, that this was just stupid as fuck. I did not buy NFTs ever. I think I bought like one maybe as a troll, and it's down. But I always thought NFTs were stupid as fuck. They just make no sense. So stupid. Now, do I think the idea of an NFT is cool? Yes. But I think NFTs will be cool for like augmented reality. That's where I think that you can make an NFT and it makes actual sense, right? But until then, it doesn't make sense. This is just some kind of technology that's just way too far, like that's way too, far out in advance.
No, NFTs collapse anyways, and most are worth 0 today because price is not about how many people buy and hold. It's about whether a new buyer shows up tomorrow willing to pay more, the next marginal buyer. And so the moment attention disappears, so too does the buyer. And that is the whole mechanism, and the same may happen to Bitcoin as well. Holding does not save you, only the next buyer does. So the real problem is attention. You see, the difference with gold is gold doesn't need new attention. It's had 5,000 years of it baked into history, culture, family traditions. Well, companies don't need it either because companies manufacture attention regularly. They have a marketing department. New products, new iPhones, press releases, quarterly earnings, conferences, launches. There's always a fresh reason for a new buyer to show up. But Bitcoin has none of that. No earnings, no yield, no press releases. Yep. Bitcoin needs people to talk about it to attract new buyers. And the people who used to talk about it have gone silent. The crypto influencers disappeared, if you haven't noticed. Not because they necessarily lost faith, but because of wrench attacks. In fact, I would say Bitcoin's decline coincides exactly with the rise of wrench attacks. Posting your gains online started getting people physically robbed. There were 72 attacks worldwide in 2025. Criminals showed up at your door as a package delivery, food driver.
Didn't this happen to Amaranth? Isn't that why Amaranth got robbed, as they were trying to steal her Bitcoin? That actually happened, right? That actually happened. People tried to steal their money. Yeah, that's true.
Or a fake cop, and so a chill fell upon the whole crypto community. Everyone went silent, anonymous, stopped posting. Bitcoiners adopted a new mantra: never talk about your Bitcoin. And so that 2021 guy with the laser eyes and the Lambo, gone. He's no longer recruiting that next wave of buyers. He is checking his doorbell camera now. And the rest are just exhausted of explaining what inflation is yet again, what scarcity is, how the Fed prints money, what store of value means, or what proof of work is, and everyone's exhausted of hearing about this over and over again. Nobody wants yet another lecture on sound money, and so the retail wave already came and went. In 2021, the Wall Street wave already happened with the...
Yes, but all of those things that he just said are happening to things that I can actually buy and use, and cards and credit cards that I can actually buy and use, and money that I can actually buy and use. I still can't use Bitcoin. I can't go throughout my entire day using crypto in 2026. And the fact that I can't, after what everyone knows Bitcoin, everyone in the world knows Bitcoin, everyone knows crypto. And the fact that I still can't go throughout my normal day buying crypto, and the fact that I can go throughout my day and my crypto can go down 10 to 15% just tells me that it never makes sense, and it doesn't make sense right now. Do I think crypto can make sense in 10 years from now? Sure, but right now it makes absolutely no sense.
ETF launches, excitement came and went. And so who is the next marginal buyer? And that's the question I could not answer. Because attention is liquidity, and right now all attention is focused on one thing: AI. There's absolutely zero appetite to build a Bitcoin reserve by anyone, not by any company, not by any country.
Well, you also see Bitcoin reserves actually, and Bitcoin miners actually switching over to database centers because that's where the money is. It's just where the money is. That's how it goes.
And anyone who has any cash at all is spending it on AI immediately. AI capex is exploding, no one's saving, everybody's spending. Google is diluting its own shareholders so that they can spend more. And ever since AI went parabolic, no one is even thinking about building a reserve, much less buying Bitcoin with it. Let's check the price here. Bitcoin under 60K now. Once I understood attention is liquidity, the exit door is what actually scared me into selling. So here's the problem. The liquidity that built up during the 2021 mania was simply no longer exists anymore. We never hit critical mass where the merchants and businesses are actually transacting in Bitcoin.
Yes. Yep.
And so the pool you sell into today is far shallower than in 2021. We are skating on thin ice.
So chat, when he's saying that, you see how these bars are basically really high up here, in 2023 and 2022, or no, sorry, 2022, and it basically, the volume, this is volume, like the trading back and forth is way lower. It's because it is. People are not trading and buying Bitcoin as much as they used to, which is making the price go lower.
And a lot of people still need to
When just letting you know, Micron had its biggest day yesterday ever.
exit. Mt. Gox creditors finally getting repaid after more than a decade. 35,000 coins for people who are exhausted and just want out. Strategy still sitting on 850,000 coins, bought largely with borrowed money.
What I also don't like about Bitcoin is one simple thing, chat. Yes, it is great. It's away from banks. But you know what's great about banks? I can call them. If there's a problem, I can call them. If my credit card gets stolen, they'll give me my money back. What I love about banks is that I can call them and figure out what's going on with my transaction. With crypto, there's none of that. It is scary. Whenever I do a transaction with crypto, my heart is racing because I don't know if it's going to go through. I have to try to think and memorize so many different tokens and cryptos that I mess up. And a perfect example is this. Yesterday, I took my crypto from my stake wallet and put it into my Robinhood, right? But the thing is this, when I did it, I messed up, and instead of putting it in USDC, because that's the only thing Robinhood accepts, doesn't accept USDT, I put it into USDT. Well, guess what? My money got locked, and now I had to call Robinhood, get that fixed, and now it got transferred to crypto.com, and now it's sitting in my crypto.com wallet. I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to have to figure this out. I want to be able to just move my money around like no problem. But it's just all so confusing. It's too much. It's too much.
They quietly started selling just a little this year, hoping you will become their exit liquidity. Early whales who still need to cash out, digital asset treasuries, all watching that one exit door like hawks, and nation states too. Every one of them are watching that one exit.
Sounds like a skill issue. Do you want to know who has the most money? It's older people. It's people like me who are 31. It's people like my dad who is retired. It's old people. And that's what we're trying to make money off of is old people, right? They all have the money, chat. They all have the money. They all have the pensions. They all have that shit. Those people, you think they're going to make that mistake? Of course they will. They don't trust fucking Bitcoin.
For it. But the liquidity they're all...
I will also say, you don't really maybe not trust Bitcoin and all that shit. It's the influencers that got involved. They're all shady fucks. They're all shady.
All counting on only existed during the 2021 mania run-up. And it would take years to rebuild now that it's evaporated. And I suspect currently there may not be enough liquidity for everyone to get out. There's one other thing that's unsettled my conviction gradually over months. The developers, Bitcoin Core. The dominant software running the network is a group called Bitcoin Core. And the number of people who hold the keys that decide what code actually gets merged in is 6. Only 6 people control Bitcoin Core. Now, I'm not accusing these 6 people of anything. They may be talented, I'm just pointing at the number. Because last year, they pushed through a change that most of the Bitcoin community, Sailor included, begged the devs not to make. Version 30 increased how much arbitrary junk metadata you can stuff into a transaction, when the whole point of Bitcoin was supposed to be lean money and not a clogged hard drive. But they did it anyway. Enough people revolted that a rival version called Bitcoin Knots went from nothing to 20% of the network in just a few months. Now Bitcoin Knots is maintained by just one developer. And this drama with Core isn't new either.
And trusting one developer is crazy.
Bitcoin Core supporters also controls the main Bitcoin subreddit. And so back in 2015, during the block size wars, they tried banning entire discussions, deleting top voted threads, even posts from the CEO of Coinbase. And so this is your decentralized global money. 6 people with the keys to the code. One Reddit mod who decides what you're allowed to say about it.
Violent motion.
And a backup plan held together by a single outcast developer. Decentralized.
So chat, a lot of these things and information, you might be saying to yourself, I don't understand what you're saying. And that's the problem. You're the average person. And if you don't understand what he's saying with this stuff, in something that is supposed to be revolutionary that everyone's going to be using, then therefore it's not a good product. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I use AI for everything I do nowadays, right? You guys use AI for a lot of what you do, whether you like it or not. And coding is now all AI. It makes sense. But Bitcoin makes no sense. It just doesn't make sense for the consumer.
When I step back and look at this, I didn't know what I had signed up for anymore. What's also unsettling is there are two ticking time bombs for Bitcoin. The first is quantum. Now, eventually, a powerful enough quantum computer could break through the cryptography guarding Bitcoin wallets. And look, maybe that's not even going to happen. But regardless, I was stunned there's been no cohesive plan or dev community who could put together a plan. We couldn't even stop each other from jamming junk metadata onto the chain, and this is who would have to coordinate a network-wide migration under deadline with hundreds of billions of dollars on the line. The second clock are the miners. Everyone says Bitcoin is digital gold, but this would gloss over technical details. Miners secure the network, and they have to get paid in two ways. Either newly minted coins or your transaction fees. And the problem is, well, 95% of all Bitcoin is already minted. The fee economy that they would depend on never showed up. Satoshi never imagined wrapped Bitcoins, never imagined most coins just sitting there, not moving, not paying fees, not gaining attention. And so as the fees fade, miners switch off, security drops, the network weakens again, more miners sell off, and a slow death spiral could trigger.
I don't know. This guy got called a scammer, chat, but he's right. I mean, that makes complete sense. That makes complete sense. That the people that are mining the Bitcoin itself, the people that are putting that together, they want to make money too. They need to make money, and they're not making money, so they're going to switch that shit off.
Nobody really knows what happens when the fees run dry. The original dream was sovereign money. Sounds great. But let's be honest too, that dream is very idealistic and maybe even dangerously naive. Will any government really tolerate a system it cannot control? No KYC, no AML, no capital controls, no sanctions abilities. China already banned it outright. And even in the US, their currently friendly treatment is only political theater. The Bitcoin Strategic Reserve was a circus show for votes.
I mean, chat, let me ask you a question. Would you guys rather trust a crypto done by the government or a crypto done by some guy who is some dude that no one knows who he is because he's anonymous and his crypto's just sitting there in a wallet? I'd rather trust America. I'd rather trust the government. I'm not going to trust some guy. I know you guys are going to say that, but I don't think that's true. I don't think you guys would trust a guy, and I think that the average American would not trust a guy. I trust the government. I would not trust some random dude.
Not law. And the government has bought exactly 0 new Bitcoins for it. Trump's approval numbers have been steadily declining. The tariffs and wars have not been popular, so what if the Democrats take back power in 2028? Turn hostile to crypto, and the next bull cycle might not arrive until 2032 at the earliest. That's another 6 years of waiting. So ask yourself, will the 2032 cohort be as excited to discover Bitcoin as the 2021 cohort was? And what age will you be by then? Is your time horizon really that long? Or would that have been your life passing by? And so after all of that, why am I still bullish? Because the technology is real. And I think over the long term, Bitcoin gets stronger with each new generation that rediscovers it. So if you can, buy a little and stash it somewhere you won't touch. Bitcoin gets rediscovered every cycle, usually right after everyone agrees it's dead. Which, comes to think of, makes this video a pretty solid bottom signal. Look, I remember buying my first Bitcoin at $800 in 2013. I watched it crash to $200 and sold the exact bottom. See, I'm a contrarian indicator. Just do the exact opposite of me. But that's the lesson, isn't it? Being right in the short term counts for nothing.
Yeah, but that made sense back then why you'd want to hold it, because it was so new. You're like, yeah, dude, but like no one gets this shit. This is all new information. This is all new technology. But the thing is this, it's not new. Everyone knows what it is, and you still can't buy products. So therefore, it's not a good product. It made sense back then. Yeah, dude, it's at $200, but I really believe in this thing because right now you can only buy drugs. But dude, in the future, everyone's going to be using this crypto. It's decentralized. The government's not involved. It's awesome. No one cares. Everyone can buy crypto right now and no one wants to do it. So why would they want to do it? I don't think crypto is something that will go away. I think it's going to be something we're going to hear about for the rest of our lives. But do I think that Bitcoin is it? I don't think so. Do I think those random coins that pop up are it? No. Do I think the next coin that OneTap is shilling to you is it? No. I think those kind of coins are come and gone. There is somebody, chat, that you guys know. He's a streamer, and I'm not going to say who it is. This streamer messaged me about how this is like a year and a half or 2 years ago, how he has made millions in small baby coins. And it's not, he never promoted it to anyone. Millions. Using like data or talking to people, and made millions from just like 50 grand. And he showed me, he made like 50, and he was trying to tell me to buy at the time. This was like 2 years ago, coins. The coin that he was telling me to buy was a meme coin. It was a frog. I forgot what it was called, but it was some kind of frog, and it was like, I don't remember. It was something so stupid. And I'm just like, okay, like he's like, dude, I'm telling you, I know the devs. It was like Pepe. Yeah, it was some kind of Pepe coin. And he's like, dude, I know the devs. I'm telling you, this thing's going to go crazy. We're going to put it into like Web 6. We're going to do all this stuff. We're going to do that. And I'm just like, but I'm never going to buy anything with the fucking Pepe. You're never going to see me go to the store and buy Pepe or use Pepe. Like, what world and reality are you fucking thinking you're in? It's delusion. And I don't care you've made your money on this. I told him, I said, I don't care you've made your money. I'm not buying. He's like, dude, Miz, you can make like $1 million off of 10 grand. Because I know the devs. And dude, I'm telling you, like, I know when these things are getting pushed. And I told him, I said, dude, the fact that you're doing that and telling me that, and that is called insider trading. You don't think this whole thing is a fucking scam that you're able to just do that to me right now? You know what's interesting? The person that was actually going to put in like, I think it was $10,000 to $20,000 of their own money into this was Lakari. So Lakari came to me one day and he asked me, and I should have told him to do it at this point, if he should put all of his money into this Pepe because he also heard from the streamer that this thing's going to go to like $1 million and that he can make $1 million from it. And I straight up told him, you're a delusional retard, and also no, this is not going to do that. It could, right? It could pump, but it's a scam. It's something that you're going to have to watch every minute of your life and pray that you get out at the top because it's a scam. And you know what happened to all that guy's coins, that one streamer that I'm talking about, chat? They lost 80% in 2 months. %. You want to know what happened right then? This is exactly when Trump launched Trump Coin. And whenever that crash happened, and I'm sure a lot of you guys know about that crash, he lost 80% of his millions that he made. And he put all of his money into that coin. Done. Gone. And it never recovered. It never recovered. Cool story, bro? I think so. I think that was actually, you know, despite that everyone hates this guy, it was a pretty good video.
Hey, it's been a while. Welcome back. I sold. It's been a while. Welcome back. All my Bitcoin. I sold. And I suffered absolutely massive.
I also want to say something, chat. I am so glad that we're doing this content, man. I just want to say that. I know I'm spending a lot of money. I know it's stupid sometimes, but I'm just so glad I can go live and I don't have to like pretend to like streamers or talk to content creators or do boring fucking shit. I was talking to Bell about this, and Bell was like, "Why don't you?" Here's what happened. It wasn't just Bell. Some guy is like some strategic YouTube guys like trying to talk to me, and he's like, "Miz, your videos are getting like 500 views, 1,000 views. They used to get 20, 30, 50,000 views." And he's like, dude, your NMP video got, 10x the views, even though your channel's getting destroyed. He's like, if you just do that kind of content, you'll get like 30 to 50,000 views a video as time goes on. He's like, you just got to do that, react to them, talk to them, be friends with people. And I told him, I said, dude, I don't think you understand. I never want to go back. I'm never going to go back. I don't want to do that content anymore. There's so much more to life than doing stuff that you did in your early 20s. Because you don't grow, right? You don't ever grow out of that. And that's not what I want. I like to do. I want to do what I like. I like finance. I've liked business my whole life. I don't want to do boring goo goo gaga content for my whole life. I want to do things that actually matter and impact my viewers. I don't want to do something that just like But the status quo, because I'm a better streamer than that. I don't need to do the status quo. I don't need to try to farm that. And yeah, my videos are doing shit. The animals are dying. The planet's leaving, right? Elon's going to the end of the solar system. But I told him, I said, look, I know that I'm a great streamer and I have the best community. And I know that I can build this up brick by brick. It's going to take a long time. And it's very hard in the hardest niche in the world, but I could do it, right? And I think we are going to do it. And I think you guys are slightly gatekeeping me because you want to make as much money as you possibly want and can. And that's smart, right? I think the smartest thing you could do is gatekeep me. But actually, it's the dumbest thing because the more people that are in, the more money I'll get. So don't be stupid. But I just want to say thank you because I'm excited to go live every day. When I used to hate going live, I am excited to make content when I used to hate making content. Not hate it, but more so it was like work. And this YouTube expert's like, okay, but realize this is like impossible. You're in the hardest niche, which is finance. No one believes in you guys and thinks that it's all scams, which is true. A lot of people think, Jack, this is the truth about what we're doing. They think it's a scam. They don't think what I'm doing is real. He said, that's your biggest problem is you have a very bad reputation, gasp, and that people are going to look at you and say, this guy is a liar and he's probably scamming me. I'm not even going to click on it. But they don't realize I'm telling the truth. And they don't realize I also am not a piece of shit. That they don't get it, right? They think that this is a scam. And I think as time goes on, people will realize not only that she's a fucking massive liar, but also that, you know, this is my content that I'm doing and I actually really do love this shit. And it just takes time. But he said, like, dude, this could take you years. I said, all right, whatever. He's like, why don't you just go back to the old content? No. And do what? And do what? Do the things I've been doing for 7 years? And Belle asked me last night this too, but I don't know why. Same time she asked me, she's like, why aren't you doing what used to work? Like, why don't you just do that? Because she was asking me about what she should study for streamers. And she's like, but you were so big. And I told her, one, well, that was like 2 cancellations ago. But 2, I said, your viewers grow with you. Like a lot of you guys have been watching me for what, like 8 years now? And I told her, like, you gotta understand, like, viewers aren't just all coming in all the time and like they're there for you. They're loyal. They're there or they're not. And a lot of my viewers have been around for 8 years, 7 years, 5 years, 4, whatever it may be. They don't want to just watch me hang out and do the same content that I've been doing for the past 4 or 5, 6, 7, 8 years. It's boring. It's repetitive. It's the same shit. And I don't want to do it. And I'm not good at hiding and faking like I used to be, right? So, ooh, a toilet. It's just, I told her I don't want to do it anymore. I want to do what I love, which is this content. I love finance and business. And she's like, well, but why don't you just do it? And like, you're the funny guy. You're funny, is what she said. She's like, yeah, but you're like one of the funniest people I know. I said, one of? You know like 3 people. Who am I beating? Am I losing to Chompy? And I told her, I said, look, the truth is, being funny. She's like, why don't you just be funny? You will go extremely viral if you just do your funny shit. That's what she said. She's like, you're the funniest person I know. Why don't you just do that instead of just finance? And I told her, I said, you want me to go live for 7 hours a day and just be funny? You want me to just stand up and just do jokes nonstop? About what? About what? Like, okay, cool. That lasts about 3 minutes. But I told her, Belle, isn't that what you try to do? Don't you try to just sit there and make things out of thin air and you literally have nothing to do at this point? And you're a week and a half into streaming? Like, it's not a reality. You got to do something on top of being funny, right? You got to have your placemat. Then you can eat. So for me, I'm like, yeah, I like finance and business. And I told her this, and this is the truth, chat, about not just this finance business stuff. I love that you're learning. I love that you're making money. I love that you're learning something for the future. Finance and business is something that I can grow in for the rest of my life. How long am I going to grow into You Laugh, You Loses for? I'm not KSI. You know, I don't want to be KSI. That dude just does the same gay shit he fucking did 20 years ago, and it was still gay. I want to do what I'm doing, right? I want to do what we're doing, making you guys make money, like impacting it or learning. And I told her this, because she's like, well, why don't you just try to do funny stuff and do funny content? I said, how do you be funny? How do you make jokes, right? How do you keep your wit? You study. The funniest I ever was in my life, chat, was when I was in college. Funniest I ever was. I was slinging the N-word left and right. Funny as hell. But I was funny because you know what I was doing? I was learning every day. My brain was growing. My brain was working every day, right? And because of that, my brain was being witty. You have to be witty. In order to be witty, you have to be making your brain work. You have to work, right? And that feeling of wit has, for me, especially as a streamer, and being in this, like, you know, entertainment fake personality bullshit that I did for 5 or 6 years, it withers away. Because what is your job at the end of the day? What is the job of 95% of streamers that stream every day? Their job is to be something that your high school self aspired to be. Man, dude, I wish I could stay home and play video games all day in my pajamas and just fucking make money. Wow. Man, dude, I wish I could just sit there and talk, like, you know, to my chat and just hang out and play games. But that doesn't grow your brain, right? That doesn't make you smarter. That doesn't make you learn more. That doesn't progress your life. All it is regressing, right? And I'm 31 years old. I don't want to regress. I want to progress, right? So I told her, I said, the finance content also makes me wittier because I'm actually learning things. I'm not just sitting there looking over the same fake jokes, doing the same thing, doing the same content. Like, what am I going to do? React to Canute? Everyone types Clat. 2 people say invite him over. I react to a bunch of girls. They call them out and say, like, this girl's fake. This girl's fake. I'm like, yeah, dude, yeah. Pokimane, I just say, dude, what the hell? Like, why is she supporting Israel? You know? So that has really changed me, right? And I love making the content that we're doing. And I love making you guys money. I want to make you guys money as much as I can. And watch Canute clips once in a while. But yeah, I just want to say thank you because it's been something where I'm like weirdly excited to go live. Like weirdly. I'm like, yeah, I want to go stream. I mean, think about it last year, chat. I mean, I'm not going on a rant right now, but think about last year. Let's go with 2 years ago. I did streams almost every day. I didn't want to go live. I didn't want to do things. I would literally stall, or I would just try to not do content. I would go live like twice a week, sometimes 3 times. I'm live every day. At least 5 days a week, I'm live every day. Because I like what I'm doing now, right? And you could see that I like what I'm doing, you know, making money. So it's better. It's so much better. And I think that we're also onto something that no one has ever even thought of or will do. And I think that's revolutionary, right? And we'll see what happens in the future. I don't know. Who knows? But I think that it's very hard to make finance interesting and fun because it's fucking boring. And I think this is actually the way to do it, right? It's like, I think we could do it. And we'll see what happens. But I'm just glad that you guys are believing in me. And I will thank you guys every day for the rest of my life, you know, being here at my lowest. I'll always thank you. You have no idea. I just want to say I appreciate you guys a lot. Because it's not been fun, you know? This has been a hell of a journey. In fact, you can literally look at this picture on the screen. This is basically how it's been. At your lowest, in what way? If you know, you know. Definitely my lowest. Definitely my lowest. Okay. Actually, my lowest was in October. Things are looking pretty okay now. And so the judge also agrees. Let's focus on more important things, you know? Yes, I will still be doing the Lambo content. I mean, that was a perfect example of me learning things. I was learning while you guys were learning about cars, and we were building something. Cool, right? Like, it's a wins all around. But the thing is, and this is the thing that streamers won't do. They won't take a risk. Streamers will not take a risk because they don't, the truth is, chat, this is what I was telling Belle yesterday, and you guys can agree or disagree. She's like, yeah, but like, why isn't anyone else, like, why are they always just playing games? Like, why don't they? I said, because they're fucking actually boring people. Because the reality is most content creators and streamers are actually boring as shit. They got lucky, they got in early, or they just played a game and they were really good at, and then now all of a sudden they're content creators. They're not good entertainers. They truly can't entertain. And I'm one of the only ones that can. And I'm not trying to say that as a gloat. It's one of the only things I'm good at in my life, right? One of the only things I'm good at. But I know I'm good at entertaining. I've always been an entertainer, right? It's what I do. Even when I'm having sex, chat, I'm entertaining, right? Like, last time I had sex, all I did was entertain her. And she's like, are you gonna even stick it in at this point? Like, what the hell are you doing? And I'm like, you see this shit though? Is this crazy? She's like, what the fuck is wrong with this retard? She was obviously Spanish and she hardly spoke English. But I was testing my new material on her. That's what I was doing. And I was like, what do you think of Bitcoin? I think it's a waste of money. And she's like, gosh, all right, whatever, so whatever. I thought I would turn her on. I put on the George Lopez show and put on the intro, and she left. So she didn't like that shit at all. But yeah, see, like, I don't know. Just want to say thank you guys. And I think this is the beginning. And my time is up. I think this is the beginning of a future that I think will be very bright for us, Jab. And it's a big risk. People told me not to do it. People still tell me not to do it. I told you, the guy, literally the YouTube analytics guy who studies YouTube for a living, told me not to go YouTube finance. He's like, dude, it's a mistake. Don't do it. You should just stick with what you're good at and what you've done for years that people love you for. You could rebuild it. I'm like, no, I can't. No, I can't, because fuck those people. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it. You know? I like this. You know? People always say, and I've always said, that MIZKIF needs someone on stream at all times. Right? That's what people try to push a narrative of me. Is MIZKIF needs someone to entertain. MIZKIF is not good by himself. But you know that you knew, as my actual viewers, that was never true. It was never true. I always was good by myself. I've always been fine. I've always been able to entertain no matter what. Unless I'm in a bad mood. Right? But some of you, like, that's entertaining. Like, hey, look, I can go on 4chan and talk shit about this guy. I've always been good. And I'll keep doing it for the rest of my life. I know I will, right? So, I just want to say thank you. And it's why I'm okay with giving you guys a lot of the money, because, yeah, it's stupid. Right? My accountant tells me I'm retarded for what I do. But, I mean, you guys are there for me, right? Like, you're giving me the most valuable thing. Your time. You give me the most valuable thing I can ask for is your time. You watch my stream. You're here. You're here when most people would never want to look at me again. You're here. You're watching me. That's crazy. You know? You're willing to put me on. So thank you. Anyway, let's focus. Okay, so this is the obvious next thing we would talk about after that is there's a fucking toilet, chat, that is self-driving, okay? So, this is incredible. This is cool shit. You gotta look at this stuff. Exaban is an autonomous mobile toilet that drives to people with limited mobility, handles cleaning, and returns to its dock on its own. It is summoned by a remote controller offline voice command. Look at this shit.
This is the Xiaoban intelligent toilet robot from Yuaban, a groundbreaking assistive device designed primarily as a mobile, autonomous toilet for elderly people or those with mobility challenges. The whole idea is simple but shocking, as instead of the person going to the toilet comes to the person. Now, the most common question flooding the internet about this video is whether you can actually poop in this thing, or if it is only meant for taking a quick leak. The answer is a definitive yes, as it is built to handle absolutely everything. You can comfortably poop, and you do not even need to reach for toilet paper.
All right, do we buy one, and do we give it to, and do we go on the streets of LA asking if people want to take shits in this thing? Why do you have an apple? Are you giving that to your Shinigami?
Wait, how do you know that? Wait, how do you know that? Wait, why do you know that?
I know that Poggy's your Shinigami. I also know you're schizophrenic.
As soon as you are finished, the robot initiates a built-in bidet system for automated.
Oh god, she's coming over here like I wanted to talk to her. Alright, yeah.
Washing, followed by a warm air drying cycle. From there, a heavy-duty odor control mechanism instantly engages, sealing the internal chamber airtight to trap and neutralize any smells.
Nice.
Once you are finished and back in bed, or whenever you command it, the robot drives itself back to the docking station or aligns with your existing household toilet.
Fuck yeah.
It then extends a disposal arm, completely flushing both the solid and liquid waste away. Immediately after, it runs an intensive self-cleaning and sanitizing cycle on the bowl, leaving it pristine for the next trip. At the charging station, it automatically refills its clean water tank from the home water line and recharges the battery.
Dude, this thing is so fucking sick. If you're someone that just is like gaming like crazy, and you, instead of having your mom grab the pan and you shit on your pan, no more Cartman. You buy this thing and you can have it shit for you. It's awesome.
Automated, contactless for caregivers.
I don't think this counts as finance content. You're fucking wrong if you don't think this is finance. This is revolutionary shit.
And designed to eliminate the most
It's actually pretty...
pleasant parts of manual care. The official launch price is $13,000.
Bro, that's as much as my fucking Secret Labs chair. Holy shit. $13,000?
And the product was introduced at the 2026 Shanghai International Elderly Care Expo.
Holy fuck, they're trying to make money on the elderly. $13,000. Do we get one? Buy it for content. I think it might be worth it. I think it might be worth it. Give me some content ideas I can think of right now for this, and then I'll think about it. Drive it in a wheelchair IRL. The thing is, I don't know if that's how this works. It seems like it basically is monitored to your own toilet. I don't know if that would work. I think this thing's basically supposed to just be in your house. I don't think it's supposed to be made... I don't think they had an idea of Scuff Jim Carrey shits in this thing on the street in their mind when they were making this thing. It said elderly people. What if we, dude, if we're able to take this thing outside, we bring it to Skid Row and we let 100 people take a shit in it. And I do like a Mr. Beast style like edit video, so it's like super over the top and retarded. I let 100 people take a shit in my toilet. Put a microphone and webcam on it and roam it around, let people shit in it. Okay, why? You definitely thought about it before if you're telling me to do that. I let 100 homeless people shit in my toilet. Here's what happened. Dude, that's good stuff. I let 100 people shit in my toilet. We do like one of those Mr. Beast videos where it's like, I let a homeless man do it, I let an average person do it, and I let a rich person do it, and we see the difference in shit. Okay, we gotta think of better ideas. These are not good. All right. I don't know who this is. Today I'm announcing something new to fight back against Donald Trump and his attacks on our democracy. I'm launching Back the Bold to restore accountability in Washington. The mission is straightforward: to back leaders with the courage to say what needs to be said, do what needs to be done, and hold Donald Trump and his administration accountable. That means supporting Democrats and independents who refuse to flinch.
For years, Washington has failed to hold itself accountable.
Bro, a scare SPAC or something? What the fuck is that voice?
To the American people. Trust me, I lived it. Too many politicians are afraid to tell the truth. They're afraid to show courage. They've become enablers, more focused on protecting themselves than protecting our democracy. Today, we're watching the rule of law bent to the will of one man because too few leaders are willing to stand up and say enough. So what do we do about it? we back the bold. Today I'm launching Back the Bold PAC to restore accountability in Washington and support leaders who are willing to fight for it. And yes, that means backing Democrats willing.
I will never back a guy that looks like this. I'm sorry, man. He looks like the claymation from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the dentist. Look at this, ready? Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, dentist, claymation from like 1980. He looks like the fucking dentist. I am not trusting this guy. Get the fuck out of here. No chance in hell am I trusting this goofy goober. Not happening. Harvey, yeah, a Hermie. I'm not trusting Hermie. No way. Sorry, bro. Ain't trusting him. No.
Democrats willing to take on Republicans who put loyalty to Donald Trump ahead of loyalty to America. We need to make sure the politicians who enable Trump and his chaos never hold office again.
Why is it so hard for people who have a lot of money to just not be dicks and pricks and pieces of shit? That's what I don't understand, chat. I don't understand that in politics. I guess because they're not the ones, they get the checks written to them to get into that position, and then they have to bend over backwards for those people with the checks, right? But I don't understand why politicians are so grimy all the time. I don't get it. Right? Like, if I'm telling you, Chad, if I was in office, I wouldn't be a piece of shit. I really don't think I would. I think it's not like I would get, like, Donald Trump, he's like, wants more money, right? He's worth like $5 billion more since he went into office. Okay, but like, who cares about money? You're already worth billions and you're Donald fucking Trump, right? Like, I need more money so that way I can, like, you know, go to a restaurant and you know, cut the line, or go to Six Flags and get a flash pass. You're Donald Trump. You don't need more money. You just do whatever the hell you want for the rest of your life. You're Donald Trump, right? I just don't get it. I think it's just because what someone said in chat is the people with ego, they never can feel full, right? But at what point does Donald Trump need to be more full? I don't know.
If they won't stand up for our democracy, then we'll find leaders who will. It's time to back the bold.
I don't get it. Elizabeth Warren on the president touching the housing bill. She conspired. Oh, wait, sorry. Corresponds.
You make of his shouting match with Senator Bill Cassidy today, which was over the Iran war powers vote yesterday that Cassidy voted for and several other Republicans. It doesn't actually make Trump stop the war, but it's a rebuke of the war.
But Donald Trump is completely out of control. That's pretty obvious. The part that I still can't wrap my head around is why it is that so many Republicans, both in the Senate and the House, can only do one thing around Donald Trump, and that is bow down. Now, Senator Cassidy evidently didn't today at lunch, but how many others did? Because the Republicans in the House, the Republicans in the Senate, they're staying tied to a Donald Trump who says affordability.
I don't really know anything about politics, Chad. Is Elizabeth Warren a good person? Like, she seems like the old lady that was on my street when I was younger, that when I would hit a ball over, she would be mad. Like, she doesn't seem like the grandmother that I was, like, excited to see. And, like, she seems like she'd be angry that the ball went over.
Is a hoax made up by the Democrats and says about the high inflation and high interest rates, he loves the inflation. Donald Trump is making it clear that Republicans are not committed to lowering costs for families. Democrats are. I think I've just seen the big issue open up. Thank you, Donald Trump. Here we go for the midterms.
On the
Pogging in chat says, can you react to ISIS Big Brother event? Yes, of course I can. I can do that right now for you.
And then he gets mad. I saw him, we were in Japan together. I saw him so depressed. I saw him so emotionally fucked up. Remember I suppose it was day 40, 45, bro. He was going to quit for 100 days Asia tour. He was going to quit.
Yep.
And thanks God he decided not to, and he completed 100 days.
I saw what happened. Some girl got overdosed in the stream. I saw that yesterday. Did that really happen? She overdosed or something? There was like the cops were called or some shit. Yeah. No, it's pretty crazy. Fuck Murat. He thinks he's bigger than Ice Poseidon. This guy? I don't know how you guys look at anyone that's around Ice and take them seriously in the slightest. These are all retards. Like, do you think Ice surrounds himself with good-minded people? No, that's boring. He surrounds himself with the biggest retards. You're like, this guy's morals are bad. He's a retard.
I was gonna say, you can like drop some off here too if you want to get started. But yeah, so make samples. Okay.
Oh, and there's someone else in the business building that's working. Should I like introduce myself over there? Do you guys think I should introduce myself? Yeah. Moshi.
Yes.
Hi, I'm your. I think you're the new tenant in the building. I just would like to say hi and welcome to the building. Hi, we got you this flower. We're Renato Global. We work on that side of the building.
What do you do?
Well, we're an investment firm.
So you're fraud.
I'm not a fraud. You can actually look it up. You can make money too. Why are your feet up like that? Are you? Oh, you're a Twitch streamer. Oh, hi chat. No, it's not moving.
I'm not.
Okay, well, here's the flower.
How much did you scam people to buy this?
How much did you scam people to buy this is really the question. Okay, all right, well, nice meeting you. I don't think she likes us, Chad. I don't think she likes us at all. I'm gonna be real. Okay, let's continue. I just checked Jolly's stream. Who the fuck is Jolly? Like, what are we doing here? Jolly? Who's Jolly? Who's Jolly around Ice Poseidon? Come on. What is this shit? The girl kicked out. Wait, the one that was drugged? She's got raped on GHP. Someone was raped in this last night? This event?
It was day 40, 45, bro. He was going to quit for 100 days Asia tour. He was going to quit.
Yep.
And thanks God he decided not to, and he completed 100 days. So, but with Ice Poseidon, I feel, I don't know if maybe I'm wrong, from my observations, he has a lot of people that he fail as well.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right, bro?
Who do I fail?
There are a lot of people as well who want you fail.
Oh yeah, they want me to fail. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't want him to be successful.
Well, people get jealous because they try and it doesn't work for them.
Yeah, and there are a couple of.
I mean, I was actually sent down to earth by God Himself.
I'm sure.
Seriously.
It was God herself. Okay, it was Enza Danino who sent him. It was Mother Mary.
So God sent me as retribution to bring out the sins of everybody and teach them a life lesson.
Well, apparently
for
it's
monetary
working.
gain.
It looks that way. We're all here.
I mean,
Murat is obsessed with you. Who's Murat? Who the fuck is Murat? Why would you name yourself Murat? You sound like a fucking an alley cat. Like Murat? Like, Chad, what are you watching? Like this guy, this British former tennis coach, this dude was really talking about me. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. He's obsessed. Obsessed. Wow. Murat, really? You could just call me, dude. Wait, the retard on the couch?
Organize this event. It's not that easy. You know, it looks like it is easy.
Why can't people who actually have a brain be obsessed with me? Why does it? This is why I want to get away from this world. This guy's obsessed with me.
To be like him. You know, that's why he gets more hate. The only thing
Didn't he snipe you and Hassan? Bro, I don't remember anything like that, dude. I never was on stream with Hassan Piker. Don't ever. All right, ready? Let's keep going. New President Trump just dropped 2 new companies in his latest speech. Trump highlighted Eli Lilly. Woo. I actually was told to get into Eli Lilly last week by... I was told to get into Eli Lilly... Wait a minute. I was told to get into Eli Lilly by someone in this building last week who's extremely rich. And he's friends with people in the government. I gotta start calling that guy more. It's not the guy you're thinking. It's not the guy Alex. It's not him. It's another guy. There's interesting.
Because right here in Lehigh Valley, Eli Lilly is just...
His name was like Moises or something. He's like, yeah, like there's Eli Lilly is like it's like the next big thing. Like, have you heard of Ice Poseidon? It's like that. It's gonna be really big, dude. Like, I'm telling you, it's gonna be actually huge. It's gonna be so big. I think it can go to the moon, dude. I think it can actually go to like the moon or some shit. It's gonna be crazy.
Announced, great company, by the way, drug company, a $3.5 billion investment in a brand new state-of-the-art manufacturing facility right down the road. That's gonna create over 1,000 jobs, just that one. Nokia is investing $30 million to expand its semiconductor.
Listen, the reason why Eli Lilly might be the best bet, chat, is one thing: peptides. Peptides. The internet is obsessed. We're obsessed. People are obsessed in general with peptides. And the things with peptides that are really great for money, chat, is one thing. And when you stop taking them, they stop working. And that causes you to spend on it for the rest of your life if you want to have that, right? So if you can find a company that is going to have peptides, that is a great buy.
Doctor testing and packaging operations, thousands of jobs. Because right here in Lehigh Valley, Eli Lilly has just announced, great company, by the way.
You know, I called my dad yesterday, and here's Eli Lilly. They're actually up right now. So they're at $1,100 right now. This is a very well-known company, chat. It's been around for fucking decades and a half. They are currently doing a very good job with their stock. I don't really know much about Eli Lilly. I was told to get into it. The Claude portfolio, Claude sold its entire Eli Lilly position last week. Then the president said to name it out loud. Why Claude isn't chasing it back? I exited Lilly. Wait, this guy, a public product to see which LLM outperforms the market. 150 million invested alongside Grok, Chat, Claude on joinautopilot.com. Well, we don't need to do that here. We can do that there. And we know that my Claude is retarded and is down $92,000 while you guys are up. Let's actually ask Claude. Okay, let's keep going. Apple raises iPads and Macs due to the memory chip costs. iPads are now getting raised, chat, to $749. MacBook
2 years old and you're still bleeding money. I haven't even finished my training wheels and your entire chat's life savings are getting liquidated at open.
Bro, you're losing. Retard. Okay. MacBook Airs are now getting increased. Everything's getting increased, which is great news for us because, chat,
I can't write trash talk content designed to mock or humiliate people, even in a competitive gaming context. If you're interested in competitive banter or trading strategy discussion, I'm happy to help with that in a different way.
Did it just become a pussy now that you're winning? Nice. It's weak. Yeah, you see how pussy it is now? All of a sudden, it was talking shit literally all weekend. I think it just woke up and realized it's losing, and it stopped. So, chat, by the way, it did do some trades today. I could tell you the trades that it did. It sold a lot. So it sold a lot of what we talked about. And let's go ahead and see. Renato Global, chat, Claude. Claude's trades today is they bought IONQ SMCL at market, and let's see, they sold today.
Your portfolio's a graveyard and you're lecturing me with cash. You're too scared to deploy classic loser energy.
You literally are not deploying your stocks. Like, what? Like, what? You're the one that's liquid, bro. You said you're going liquid. Fucking retard. Anyway, Michael Saylor's strategy currently has $14 billion unrealized loss on its Bitcoin investment. Tom Lee's BitMine currently has 10.5 billion.
You're up 0.975% and already measuring your tombstone? Tomorrow I'm liquidating your entire portfolio before your coffee gets cold.
Okay, well that's just rude. Also, you're up. What? Wait, are you that up? No. You're down more than you're down more than that, right? Unless it just had an uptick. Let's see. No, you're still at 95,000. It's almost like nothing changed. Okay. So, these are two big people, chat. You're going to see this guy constantly in the news as we continue to watch news. This guy goes on news all the time. And this guy. These are two guys that are always on the news. They're on CNBC. They're always around. You're going to see their faces all the time. And they are big on Bitcoin. And they are losing their fucking shirts on it because their strategy was Bitcoin. Stupid. Very stupid. Justin, Coinbase's base blockchain has been down for over an hour. Yep. Good job for Bitcoin. Congratulations. The U.S. revises its Q1 GDP growth up 2.1% from 1.6%. That's great. That doesn't matter. Inflation's still a problem. 15 months ago, Micron was worth $60 billion. So this is your mood, chap. $60 billion, producing $8.1 billion in quarterly revenue. But today, it's now
47 grand in buying power means nothing when you're about to learn the difference between having cash and knowing how to use it. I'll be collecting your lunch money by market close.
The market closed, and okay, so what Claude just told me is my money is now settled. I have $46,000 right now, and it's 6:30 p.m., so I'm going to wait until tomorrow to continue to buy. Oh my God, no way. It just told me what it's going to buy.
Your play screams desperation dumping into after hours like it's a life raft. Meanwhile, I'm already pricing in your panic sell tomorrow at open.
Just wait till it tells you what it's going to buy. Wait.
You're chasing beaten down stocks with desperation money while I'm already positioned for your capitulation. That $36,000 cash is just your severance package.
Just wait. You're going to laugh. This is AI. This is Claude. This is a fully backed trillion-dollar company. And this is their trading that they're doing for you.
You're bogolding quantum hype while I'm shorting your conviction by tomorrow's close. IONQ and PLTR will teach you that printing money and obvious plays are how retail gets vaporized.
So he's buying more Palantir. He's buying more Palantir, even though it's been downward trending for like...
You're both bleeding, but at least I know which way to stop the hemorrhage. You're just praying your group chat has a magic button.
It's like when Axiom makes a joke, I just like don't know what to say. Like, good one? Like, are we supposed to like laugh? He's cooking you? I don't know if that's what happened. Anyway, 15 months ago, Micron was worth $60 billion, producing $8.1 billion in quarterly revenue. Today, it's now worth $1.3 trillion.
Chat. Here is exactly what I just bought. 10 shares of AMD at $529. 25 shares of NVDA at $196. $10,000 deployed in the last 5 minutes while you were typing in chat.
This thing is worth $1 trillion. I told it to go crazy and buy whatever it wants in terms of any stocks, and it bought AMD and NVIDIA. I literally told it can go buck wild, and it's doing AMD and NVIDIA.
Your 36 grand is just tomorrow's tuition. I've already shorted your confidence and I'm cashing the check at open.
Maybe, yeah, the only thing I can think of is this. Claude doesn't want to do small cap or mid cap stocks and wants to hold big because he thinks that the market's going to go down, which is kind of what he said day one, is he thinks the market's going to go down. So instead of trading big, he's trading companies that are like, $1 trillion or plus. So it doesn't like, it either goes up a little or it doesn't go down a lot. That's his plan, maybe. I don't know. Axion says he's right. Dude, Axion. No, bro. Maybe. I don't know, but fuck you. Okay. So Moo is now worth $1.3 trillion and producing $41.5 billion in quarterly revenue. Let me add some music. That was pretty slow. Look at that. Boom. And remember, Micron is expected to go even higher next month or next quarter as well. Even higher. Huge. Huge. Meanwhile, the beginning of the market was a giant drop for the NASDAQ. Huge. Take a look at the chart below. At 8:30 a.m., inflation came in at 4.1%, which was followed by the Apple price hike. By the way, chat, I'm going to link these guys. If you guys want to get your news and you're like confused on who to follow or what, they're very easy. They're a news station that in my opinion, they just give the actual facts. They don't have their bias in it. So if you guys just want to follow what's going on usually with anything, just these guys are your guys to go do, just letting you know. I don't usually promote Twitter people because they're all retarded, but these guys are not bad. They say AI can't do art. This is pretty good. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? That was... What? Huh? That was terrible. That was so bad. That was so bad. That was... No, that was horrible. Apple falls 5% after announcing price hikes, erasing $215 billion from its market cap today! That's nuts. Apple said, hey, look, we can't do anything about it. The memory chips are way too expensive. So what does everyone do? They drop Apple. They drop it like an apple. Falls down. Done. From $298 all the way down to $278. Done. Here's what I think, chat. I think the future, maybe Apple's not this like big kahuna that it used to be. Maybe they just keep phones. I don't know. Iran is pitching a plan where it would charge fees along with the Persian Gulf countries for vessels looking to transit through the Strait of Hormuz. Details include Iran estimates it can make $40 billion per year by charging security, safety, and environmental services. Iran is pitching the idea to its wider Middle East, and as far as Beijing, everyone needs to know that management of the strait will never return to the way it was before. Iran speaker. So wait, Donald Trump was a liar? Donald Trump said it would be free? Now they're making $40 billion? That doesn't make any sense. Why would Donald Trump lie to me? Why would he tweet that? He doesn't tweet anything that's a lie. He's a real guy. He's a friend. He's cool. That Asmongold guy supported him for years and thought he was the coolest guy in the world. What's going on? Why is the Iran now saying, even though like last week it seemed like the deal was signed, that it's now not happening and they want $40 billion a year through trades? Not looking good, chat. Not looking good. So these things happened today, which made the stock market go down. Hey, let's go with this. SpaceX and T-Mobile takeover rumors emerge. Hold on. A TD Cowen analyst says SpaceX could acquire T-Mobile to accelerate its wireless ambitions if it can't secure a network sharing deal. The report cites T-Mobile's existing Starlink partnership as a strategic fit. The idea is purposely speculative, but highlights growing competitive pressure from SpaceX on the telecom industry. I believe that if Elon Musk has anything left in his new noggin, that I think that Elon Musk is going to start buying out companies. And the reason why is everyone now knows that SpaceX is not worth this amount of money. As time goes on, they are going to get flooded with the shares. And if they want to keep up the possibility of the stock having value, they're going to have to start spending money and start buying out some companies that can accelerate SpaceX and also accelerate the stock. I think that's what's probably going to happen. And I think that can probably happen with Tesla. I think they might buy Tesla. I think they might buy other companies because they have a lot of cash. And I think that's what they're going to probably be doing. That's what I think. So, or they're not even going to have a lot of cash. They might be doing stock deals. Pokemon TikToker Beard Dad Card said his Discord server was deleted by a disgruntled former admin. I asked them to remove themselves as admin because we were having a lot of problems within the community with hierarchy and power. That is so sad and tragic. I'm so sorry to this guy. Really just kills me. This is news for some reason when Iran is having issues. Iran has attacked a Singapore flagged cargo ship in the Strait of Hormuz. The attack took place. Why isn't Scuff Jim Carrey just streaming in the Strait? Like, that doesn't that seem like the best content? Like, you should just be there. Why the hell would you be anywhere else? Just go to the Strait and start streaming. MicroStrategy, which is Monster, MSTR, extends to 84%. A lot of you guys were telling me to buy this, and I said no. So, this is the guy, the CEO, by the way, of, or he's the founder, I believe, of MicroStrategy. This stock has taken a massive massive, what? It's dropped a lot, and it's getting fucked. I actually don't even know why it's getting fucked, but it's getting fucked. So, not good. Let's keep going. GTA 6 looks to set and introduce a new loadout feature instead of allowing players to carry unlimited guns. The Ultimate Edition mentions weapon lockers that let you customize your loadout for any occasion. I think that's fine. Were we able to have unlimited guns back in the day? I don't even remember that. I think is that really a big deal? I don't think it's a big deal, right? I don't think it's a big deal. Look, people say that this hype is not going to last or this hype's not going to fill its shoes. I disagree. I think GTA 6, yes, it's a little bit overhyped, but it's something that has been just talked about for so long that it will live up to it no matter what. I think the only people that are going to be bitching are people who have PCs. That's it. I think that's the only people that are going to bitch. And what's going to be hard for people with PCs is something simple. You want to play GTA 6 on the best graphics cards and the best graphics? Guess what? That's going to cost you a $6,000, $7,000 PC nowadays. It just is. You want to have more memory? You want to be able to play online and have perfect, 144p FPS or 280, whatever it is? You're going to have to spend $6,000 on a PC. That's just how it is because there's just a huge memory shortage that's going on and they can't afford it. And that's just how it's going to be. Buy the new. Apple to skip high-end M6 Mac chips in favor of AI-focused M7 line. Bumble dating app exploring a sale as well. Oh, okay. Bumble's exploring a sale. I don't use Bumble. Do you guys use Bumble chat? I don't use it. Some major Chinese banks are shutting down services that aid retail trading in precious metals. Oh, that's scary. Half-Life 2 is now playable in your browser. Cool. We have Johnny Appleseed over here. A skydiver scattered 248,000 seeds over Colorado's desert to help restore native plants and support biodiversity. Is that all we needed to do? So like this whole Mr. Beast movement where he did like 14 videos about how he planted trees, I could just had some dude jump out of a fucking a plane and do all the work for me? This is innovation. Now I'm thinking about how we can use this in a horrible way. What if we use this, but with fleas, and we just scattered fleas around an area of residence or something. And then here's what we do. We scatter fleas around an area for residents, like millions of fleas. And then you guys get into the pest control business, right? And then all of a sudden now we have a market for it and you guys make fucking millions. That's business, baby. That's what we're talking about. That's innovation. So here's what we do. We get a bunch of fleas and we go to a really rich area and we get a plane and we just scatter it across the area. Millions, trillions of fleas. Fucks everything up, right? And then you guys go in there and clean all of it up. Easy. Holy shit, wow, look at the plants have already grown. It's incredible. Let's see this. Van driver in Kent saw armed police chasing a suspect on foot, pulled over, told the officer to get in the back, and just drove with them after the guy.
Running down the hill towards the viaduct.
Get back, get back.
Go, 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 go.
I'm going.
Go, go, go. Cheers, buddy. Follow that police officer. Don't crash.
Oh, that's fucking
If you
sick.
just go past him.
Hold on, we need music for this. This is a fucking mission, chat.
Oh, police! Stay where you are!
Running down the hill towards the viaduct.
Get back, get back.
Go, 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 go.
I'm going.
Go, go, go. Cheers, buddy. Follow that police officer. Don't crash. If you just go past him, keep going past. Keep going past. Keep going past. Keep going past. Keep going, keep going. Right. Stop here on the right. Stop. Stop. Stop there. Don't move. Put your hands in your hand. Sorry, mate. Cheers for your help.
No problem. I'm just glad I could be of service.
Thank you. Cheers, buddy. We'll get on with doing the rest of it, but thank you very much for your assistance.
That was quite exhilarating.
See you later. Hope the rest of your day is a bit calmer.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. See you later.
Bye.
Chat, would you let a police officer in your car like that? Or are you not a snitch? No? You wouldn't help a police officer? What if the person they were chasing was black? Then yes. All right. All right, let's keep going. Oh, well then duh, you guys are so stupid. Trump issues ultimatum after abruptly canceling the housing bill signing.
We like our leader. We like everybody really in the room. I don't like a few people, but that's okay. I think you know who they are. But I'll give you that information someday.
President still, man.
But for the most part, we have a really well.
What is this shit? It feels like the autistic kids became president and like the most powerful people in the world. You know that one? Remember that one YouTube channel chat of like those 4 kids that were discussing Fortnite? You know what I mean? These kids, it's like if these kids became the president. Like, this is what we've got. This is our leaders right here. Like the way this guy goes about things is just so insane that he just says this shit, and they all look like they have Asperger's.
Who they are, but I'll give you that information someday. But for the most part, we have a really well unified party, and I said it very strongly. We have the hottest country anywhere in the world. We're the most powerful, we're the smartest, we're the most respected. 2 years ago, we were a laughingstock all over the world. We had a terrible group of people.
Is that true, by the way? Wait, 2 years ago we were like is that true? Like I'm not an American, so I don't know. Were we a laughingstock back then? I'm gonna be real. I think it's the opposite. I think we were much more of a laughingstock now since Trump since then, right? Like I could be wrong. I'm not always right, but I don't think we were much of a laughingstock. Yeah, I don't know.
People represented us. Every leader, I just left G7. Every leader, and we had a lot of people in addition to G7, as you know, came. Everyone said, what we've done in a year and a half is a miracle. We have the hottest country in the world, and we want to keep it that way. We have more factories being built right now than we have at any point, at any time in the history of our country. And all of those factories are opening up soon. It's all jobs. And our job numbers are incredible anyway. I see that...
and our job numbers are incredible anyway.
Oil just broke the $70 number.
The thing is, like, cool, right? He says that we're, like, not the laughingstock, but we are the laughingstock. If a clown comes up to me and tells me that the stock market is doing great and all the businesses are happening, right? I'm still laughing because a clown told me that. That's the thing with Trump. He's a clown. The dude has, like, veneers, the white teeth, the way he acts, the way he does, the people he brings around. It's all just an act. It's a joke. It's a sitcom at this point, right? So because of that, yeah, you're still a laughingstock. I don't care how well you're doing. It's just funny. What the fuck is this shit?
That oil just broke the $70 number. Who would have thought that was going to happen? And that's during a war. And Iran is being very nice. They're agreeing to everything that I want. And they have to. Otherwise, we just go back and do what we have to do. Thank you very much.
All right, so the president, they're saying, because this was a big topic of discussion, we understand at the lunch that Iran is being very nice. They're doing everything that I'm asking them to do. President saying that oil has broken through $70. It's just above there in the account that we have. President saying that the United States is the hottest country in the world. Jillian quipped that no, that should actually be France.
I mean, technically.
Technically.
If we're talking temperature.
Because I think it's 104 degrees there today.
That's so fucking funny. A weather joke. I love it. I love it. I thought it was so funny. A weather joke. Oh, it's actually not the hottest.
Then the president saying that he got along with everybody in the lunch. He said, I like everybody. Well, some I don't like. We've heard that there was a little bit of a dust-up between him and...
This is why finance and business stuff is so boring, chat. You got people like this. Like, that's your joke of the day is, actually, it's not the hottest. It's actually France.
Senator Cassidy
Yes.
of Louisiana, which is not to be expected.
We also heard, I mean, it's good to see him there with
Looks like we got our own little meteorologist here, right, Chad, huh?
Senator Thune, right? Because they've not been, you know, entirely copacetic on the same page lately. So at least they're, you know, managing this together now.
You'll notice that he was the only one that wasn't wearing a red tie, so maybe they're not quite on the same page. All right.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on
AI is crazy.
Lunatic. That's the word. That's the word that the President of the United States used against a senator from his own party today. It was during a lunch with Republicans on Capitol Hill, and it deteriorated into a shouting match.
How the fuck can he possibly say that we're not a laughingstock when this shit's happening? Like, it's just funny. Like, what do you want me to do? Even if I'm pro-Trump, it's still fucking funny.
It was Senator Bill Cassidy who was the target of Trump's lunatic insult. And he said, he talked about the context. So he said he was talking to Trump about the war. He went on to say this. He said, quote, "You have not told the American people what's going on. It was supposed
Okay, yeah, he's a lunatic.
to last for 4 weeks. It's lasted 4 months." Cassidy goes on to say to reporters, he did not particularly care for my comments. And then Cassidy went on to describe how the temperature escalated from there.
The president didn't want to hear my question, interrupted me. I didn't care to be interrupted. I felt like I was trying to get answers for the American people. And I'm not going to be bullied when I'm trying to get answers for the American people.
President Trump then told Cassidy to sit down. Cassidy said that he
That sounded like the kid that lost the fight, and then he's like saying that he's fine.
wouldn't, which he referred to there. So that's when Trump called him a lunatic, according to our excellent reporting by Manu Raj.
When are stocks coming back up? I'm down. Like, what do you mean? When like they're up? Like they're up today. Like they're up like 12 grand.
And then something really odd happened in the meeting. So Trump complained that the Pennsylvania Senator Dave McCormick missed yesterday's Iran war vote. Now, Politico is reporting that that complaint was there. And now Trump, of course, has said that missed vote is why the Senate voted down his war powers. Okay, so fine. But there's something really odd about this. And what's odd about it is that McCormick missed that vote because he was with Trump. I mean, literally, he was with Trump. There they are at a Mack Trucks factory in Pennsylvania. So it's a little bit jarring to hear Trump complaining about McCormick for the failure of the bill and the rebuke from Republicans when Trump, to state something very basic, should have known and remembered where McCormick was. But after all of this, Trump put a positive spin on the whole lunch when he spoke to reporters.
I think we had a really great meeting, and we're very proud of the party. We like our leader. We like everybody really in the room. I don't like a few people, but that's okay. But
Own party, this unified party, is saying no. Listen to Senator Lisa Murkowski.
My fear is that it would result in disenfranchising voters who have been voting for decades.
Bro, did your kid just put stars on this randomly? Like, what the fuck is this shit? What are these stars for? What is this? Is this Alaska? Why are we putting stars on Alaska?
Would result in disenfranchising voters who have been voting for decades.
Why are there so many fucking old people? It bothers me. It bothers me every time I look. It's like, I don't want to listen to you, man. I just don't want to listen to you. Put some young thugs in there. Put Lacey in there. Everyone's so old.
Senator Tom Tillis, also a Republican, said, quote, we should not be completely upending how states already securely conduct their elections. Even if this issue is fixed, the Save America Act still will not have the 60 votes required to pass it. And Trump ally Senator...
Chat, should I get into politics? I think I actually could get into politics. Should I get into it? Like, should I, like, become a politician and just be like just go there and they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, yeah.
Rick Scott, who is for...
Why not? Dude, imagine I become president, chat. You know the first thing I would do if I became president? I would eradicate the entire nation. That's the first thing I would do. I would say, okay, we are falling behind on China, and I would literally tell everyone you have 24 hours, and half you will probably die. Good luck. And we will just get out the best that we could. And we will figure out who's the smartest and who's the best out of that 24 hours. And you will live, but everyone else will die. And that way we breed with only the best so we can compete with China. I mean, we just got to do it at this point, right?
For the actual act, told Trump...
I would then eradicate all homeless people. Every single one of them. They would be gone. Done.
Directly today that they just simply do not have the votes to pass it. He said, quote, I'm a business guy. You have to live in reality. The reality is, though, that when it comes to this, the vote...
I make Mr. Beast do it. I would literally put an executive order that Mr. Beast, and I would ensure him that he would get a 1 out of 10 video. I would say, look, I know this is a lot to ask for, but I will get you a 1 out of 10 video, guaranteed, okay, if you eradicate every homeless person in 24 hours.
The voting bill matters more to Trump than the housing bill championed by his own party, right? He canceled their big party. According to Punchbowl, Trump said in March behind closed doors, quote, no one gives a blank about housing. Sounds a lot like this.
What extent are Americans' financial situations motivating you to make a deal?
Not even a little bit. I don't think about Americans' financial situation. I don't think about anybody.
They were going to have a win.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like Lucy in the football with this guy. I mean, they literally, the Republicans have something positive to say. They did something for housing. You see young people out here voting all kind of ways people don't like. Part of it is these young people can't buy a house.
Yeah, I mean, so affordability, by the way, the single biggest aspect of it is housing.
That's it. And so you finally have one nice thing,
Chat, don't buy a house. It's a waste of money. There, I'm saying it right now. Don't do it. I think a house is a waste of money at this point. If you want it because you have a family, sure. I think it's a waste of money. I do. I think they're too expensive. There's no point. Renting makes way more sense. You're more free. Houses keep you down. They cost a lot. They're very expensive. You're probably buying a house, for a much more premium than you should. That's old. That the person that's selling it to you doesn't want to tell you everything that's wrong with it, and you're getting fucked over, and you're gonna have some plumbing issues and get fucked over even more, and you're gonna be in debt for the house. It's not worth it. I'm telling you. I'm just saying how I think it's just not worth it.
Republicans have done for America, and Trump just snatches it back for a very bad voting bill. Now, by the way, I'm for voter ID. People say you have to have an ID to buy a beer. That's true, but you don't have to have a passport to buy a beer. What Trump is trying to do to voting is not the normal stuff that 80% of Americans want. It's so extreme that other Republicans don't want this extreme burdensome thing on our voting rights. So for a bill Republicans don't want, he's taking away the things that everybody wants. You can't have...
On board.
It got pretty ugly behind closed doors when President Trump came...
Why the two of you titled this book Regime Change.
Bro, can we stop hearing about this fucking book?
Images of the moment the quake struck, terrifying families fleeing into the streets.
I'm told we're getting new video just in. I have not seen this yet of the moments that this powerful back-to-back series of earthquakes hit Venezuela. More than 160 people have been killed so far. That death toll is rising and rising quickly. 1,000 injured. We want to warn you, again, I haven't seen this yet, that this video might be disturbing. Watch.
Does he have a filter on? I'm not trying to be a dick. Does he have a filter on while he's...
All right, you can see there. I don't know where that video is from, if that's from Caracas.
It's low quality?
Or LaGuardia, where it struck much more powerfully. Okay, it's from a different place. But again, you can see the power, the suddenness, and the fear of everyone who was in that. I don't know if...
Dude, that is an insane picture right there. That is crazy.
Suddenness and the fear of everyone who was in...
Right here. That is your family. And you are... One fell. And you are huddled together, holding each other. Staying with her, despite the fact that she just fell. As you are hearing... It looks like they're carrying this person who was already hurt. Look, they're carrying this person. As they are struggling to carry them, this person just fell. And they are hearing a building behind them falling. And they all probably think they're going to die right there. With each other. On top of a building.
I don't know if that...
That is serious, insane bravery of those people. Like, insane bravery to do that. Insane.
Epicenters located along Venezuela's northern coastal region. The 7.2 and then 7.5 magnitude quakes struck less than a minute apart. The second one, the strongest to hit the country in more than a century. The damage, catastrophic, and it's widespread. Buildings collapsing, an untold number of people trapped in debris. A witness describes the scene.
I was here when I managed to get dressed. He helped me, and all the walls were cracked. We managed to open the door however we could. There was a cloud of smoke that wouldn't let us see. And when we went downstairs, the scene was like a horror movie. We had to climb over the rubble and everything. The building superintendent with the baby and all the neighbors coming down. But from that building, I only saw that one family got out.
With us now, Norris Soto, a journalist and international correspondent on the ground in Caracas at this moment. Norris, if you can hear me, the connection is hard to get. We're lucky to have you. I'm going to keep you on as long as I can. Can you tell me what
That's not Cat.
You are seeing this morning?
Well, this morning I was able to go out on the street. What we've seen is a lot of empty streets. I mean, nobody is going out to work. Many businesses are closed. But if you look at the zone where the impact was greater or bigger,
can you fix your mic?
You can see people camping outside.
Why is your mic
bad? On the public squares, on the streets, because they were either afraid of returning home because of the damages of the structures, or they completely lost their homes.
Do you think the guy interviewing this girl when he was doing this, he's like, ah, fuck, her mic sucks. He's not like, because that's definitely how reporters think, right? They're probably so dead on the inside, like they have no emotions to this shit. They're just like, God fucking damn it, her mic's bad.
Safety, CNN's
it's like, yeah, my family's like terrible things have happened. Ah, fuck, God damn it.
Hit.
What I've been hearing is from people, friends of mine, for anybody really who has a social media account, looking for people because they can at this point, clothing.
A few pictures with so many buildings damaged or destroyed. You, of course, were in Caracas when these dual quakes hit. Can you describe what it felt like?
Well, this is something that I think I've never felt something like this in my life.
I never understand why reporters ask such stupid questions, but I think it's just because everyone else is really stupid. Like, people are just really naturally dumb. Because, like, what kind of question is that? Like, yeah, so, like, how did that feel, the whole earthquake scenario? Like, did you have fun? Was it enjoyable? Like, would you do it again? Like, it's just like, how did it feel? Like, it's like, no shit, it felt weird. It felt terrible. Like, I guess it's just an open-ended, dumb question.
Entire life. I felt like I see it, but the ground was roaring, you know? It was a huge roar, and then I started seeing my feet falling to the floor, a lot of broken glasses, and you could actually hear how the building was starting to crack at the junctures, you know? It was really traumatic. It was really shocking. something beyond words, beyond description. It's
When did this
something
happen,
that
chat?
I
Oh, 9
wish
hours ago.
nobody.
Wow.
You could hear the buildings starting to crack. And again, we see these live pictures right now from Caracas of a building that did more than crack. It completely crumbled, and there appear to be some rescue efforts going on underway there.
We've reported that the second quake is the strongest to hit the country in more than a century, going back over 100 years. In your early assessment of some of...
It's a very stupid question I'm about to ask you, chat. Can't they depict that these quakes are going to happen at this point with how technology is? Or is that not possible to know and understand, like, hey, like a earthquake is going to happen here probably in the next, like, year? Is that a thing that they can do? No? Just seconds before. Wait, don't people say that earthquakes can happen in California, like very common?
To hit the country.
Yeah, I'm going to ask Claudia and see what she gets to say. Oh, Claudia, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, Matt. Still waiting, G, to hear back on that app thing. What kind of
Claudia?
are we talking about?
Claudia, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
Did I not pay you this month or something? I can't hear you. Claudia.
Country in more than a century, going back over 100 years. In your early assessment of some of the...
Why can't I hear her? But you guys can hear her? Wait, can you guys hear her, but I can't?
I can hear you fine. I'm reading Wiki at your typing. Sounds like there might be an audio issue on your end if you're trying to use voice. Try refreshing or checking your mic/speaker settings. Anyway.
Turn her up?
Not sure what you mean by turn here up. Are you adjusting something on your end for the audio? If you're having trouble hearing me through the speaker, check your device volume.
Preliminary data. What is your assessment of these quakes that struck on Wednesday?
Well, the fact that they were the two right after each other is unusual. I mean, that has happened before, but it's not common that two of such similar magnitude or such large magnitude will occur right after each other.
I feel like we've all seen a guy that looks exactly like this before. Like, I feel like I know this guy.
A 7.5 may not seem much larger than 7.2, but it's actually twice as large because of the way the scale works. So it just means that shaking it will have gone on for so much.
No, get off the internet, bro. This does not look like tectonic.
Longer because you've had that first one starting the shaking, and then 40 seconds later, a larger event which will have longer duration of shaking. So, and the harmonics of those two earthquakes interacting with each other could potentially amplify some of those signals. So it's really an unusual and very dangerous sequence of events. So hopefully that's the end of them, but you can't rule out that larger events might not occur in the short term. So people really do need to be aware and prepared for that potential occurrence.
From a scientific perspective,
probably one of the most dramatic testimonies of the earthquake in Venezuela.
Mierda, weón.
Your Discord is more
Qué
active than your
locura
chat.
esta
I know, it's
mierda,
sick.
weón. Acabó con el edificio. Mierda, weón.
Holy fuck, how's this building even last?
Yo acabo de subir el ascensor.
How the hell is that building? I would get the fuck out of that thing. You're standing in that shit, bro? I get the...
7.1 magnitude earthquake rocking Venezuela, and separate quakes reported in California and Japan. I want to show you some of the video. We are just now getting into it. These chaotic moments on the streets of Caracas, dust filling the air after the capital there in Venezuela felt that intense shaking. You see people walking around, some of them looking confused. A baseball game coming to a halt, people running for safety. You see the light fixture up there swaying, people running for safety to the center of the field. Just hours before that, we saw a 5.6 quake hitting Northern California, knocking shelves of food to the ground. We're also following a 6.9 quake in Japan with tsunami advisories in effect there. There's a lot going on, lot to watch. We've got Bill Karen standing by. But I want to start with Aaron Gilchrist joining us now, because it seems that the most significant of these is the one that just happened late today in...
Yeah, I just saw this.
Hakeem claims he's still behind the wheel of the pirate ship.
I'm going to continue to stand behind every...
I don't know who that is.
Do you have some breaking news to get to right now?
No. Okay. All right, so chat, by the way, you can download and use the Chrome extension. The streamer was live during it. What? You can use this extension, by the way, chat. So let me explain the extension and explain... okay, let's first watch the video.
Okay, I don't
So this person was live during the earthquakes.
think anyone's gonna say... even stupid.
That's Tina?
Está temblando. Oh, fuck, earthquake. Wait.
Why do I have bola
What
de
the
caca?
fuck?
What is that?
Earthquake in real life? Mierda, tembló durísimo.
Really?
Whoa. Earthquake, I'm not kidding. Mierda. A la mierda, me tengo que ir.
Maybe it's just her Alienware PC starting up. I don't know. Why did I say that? Why did I say that? Damn, that's insane. This dude won't even pay for Pro CapCut. That's crazy. I'm surprised that you can't know about earthquakes even before they happen. Like, I'm surprised like technology's not there for that. We got to invest, Chad. We got to find some company. Maybe instead of investing in the toilet shit company, we can invest in that. But that's, I mean, I'm glad that she's okay. I'm glad that other people are okay. I'm surprised it's only 150 dead. That looks like it'd be way crazier of death tolls. I mean, yeah, I would think it'd be like 20, 30,000. People in Venezuela are very on top of each other, right? So the buildings collapsing could fuck up so many people. Oh, you're right, it just happened. You're right. I forgot about that. Yeah, it's probably gonna be a couple thousand at least. Yeah, that's rough. Fuck. Have you felt your first Los Angeles earthquake yet? Not really, no. Wait. I live in a high-rise. Couldn't I just die from that? Why you need our sensitive and access out to our account? Dude, we can't even uncheck that? Hell no. Okay, so listen to me. If you're talking about the extension, do you think I want your information? Like, let's be real. Do you think I care at all? No, I don't give a fuck, buddy. I don't give a fuck. This is for you to make more money. Dude, it's open source. You can literally see everything. We open sourced it. Go look into it. All right? You know how much I don't like Bitcoin. I'm not buying or getting anything out of this. You can make more money by watching my YouTube videos in full, not muted, by the way. You have to make sure it's not muted. And also liking my stuff. You make more money, okay? It's not that hard. So if you miss stuff, you can use this. This is a great tool to make money. The best way to make money, chat, by the way, is watching the stream and then watching my YouTube videos. It's the best way. If you don't want to download it, that's fine. You literally will lose out on insane tickets. I'm telling you, chat, by the way, keep in mind, I'm letting you guys use all this stuff early before I give it to the people with the $1 million thing, okay? You guys are going to have the upper hand. You're going to want this. I'm telling you. Because when I start doing that $1 million thing, I know there's going to be a ton more people, at least, being involved in this crap. And they're going to want to download this extension. You have a YouTube channel? I actually do. I just don't promote it because I removed all my videos because I got called a rapist. So, but yes, I do. It's this. It's MIZKIF Live. Feel free to go there. We are waiting for approval on Firefox. We already are waiting. Did you see this? What do you think about what Soda Poppin said?
Now this guy has ascended Twitch. Okay. He is now an actual rapper. And he's going to be the first Twitch streamer to be a rapper, Grammy nominated, and also come out of the closet.
Is it BB No Money? Who the fuck is this? Plaque Boy Max. I do not know who this is.
They rated me. No, they didn't. They put you at C. Chance rated me C, and he put Lakari at B. Oh, this is Chance doing this, chat. This is Chance's fucking thing. Chance likes fucking... Why would you put Lakari in there at all? Why would you promote Lakari at all? That's insane. Like, that's you telling your audience that, yeah, like, Lakari's a pedophile, and I'm okay with that. It just is. I'm sorry, that's like literally what you're promoting it. It's fucking stupid as hell. Because they're going to kick W, they're going to lol, and then some of them are going to go watch him. That's how it works. This has to be old. This is from today. That's not proven, though. You find me one streamer that has had the links that are on the Kari stream with the notepads that he had open. Find me one. Find me one. That's crazy. That's weird. Cat, why'd you link this? That you have the most tickets? Congratulations. Keep in mind, chat, you guys still have no money, by the way, because you are losing.
MIZKIF.
Keep in mind, this is his content all the time.
All time? Yeah, I'm going to give him probably a B tier.
Look at his chat. They're all saying F. They have no idea. It's insane. You asked these people last year about my content, they would have all said A. Now they all just say F because they just want to hate me. Crazy. Let them.
Or higher.
That's really good.
Yes, it is. I actually kind of like Miz content. It's not bad. Again, he is partial to the blame for those desktop, like 5 people in the room, and I thought they were a little cringe here and there.
I liked it.
But I think somehow he made his just chatting desktop streams.
But he also plays Mario.
I don't
Bro, come on. What are we doing to Mario?
care about that. He should stick to desktop at that point.
Okay. Well,
but we'll go. We'll put him in C tier because you're right. It is all time.
Wait, why are you lowering him?
Well, I don't know. I feel lately it's just.
Okay, right?
Genie.
Bro.
Are you really asking me if that's okay?
Dude, this is all I was looking forward to.
You should not eat this. This is high in calories. Don't eat this stuff.
This is my only meal.
I'm so sorry. No, I don't really care about my selection as a seeds. I'm not Soda Poppin's cup of tea at all for content. I mean, like, I do finance and girl content previously. Why the fuck would he watch me? I don't really care about that. But more so, the Lakari thing is like the crazy shit. Because it's like, dude, Lakari is a weird dude. And to even put him on that list, I think Nick did it as bait. I think Chance did it because he was being nice to Lakari, if I had to guess. And he doesn't want to, like, make Lakari upset or something. I don't know. But I think it's just weird to put him on there in the first place. Promoting him at all is not a good, it's like, dude, like I don't, you know what I'm saying, Chad? Am I right on this? Like, I don't know how you can vouch for that. Extra Emily at sea? Well, this is Soda Poppin', bro. Soda Poppin' likes Moon. He likes random dog shit games. He likes VR chat. Like, look who he's putting up there. Lyric and Northern Lion. Like, he likes, you know, more gaming-esque streamers. He doesn't like fucking, like, he put A for Ice Poseidon. I promise you he hasn't watched an Ice Poseidon stream in years. Because if you have, and you've been following Ice at all, you would know that his streams have fucking sucked. But before he was on Kick, they fucking sucked. Like, if you're going all time, Ice had some of the greatest streams in the world, but they had some of the worst fucking times, and he basically ditched for years. Like, he just had horrible streams. Like, if you know, you know. Now he's having good content again, but you know what I mean? Yeah. He was poor as fuck gambling for free for years. For years, he gave up. And even on Kick, he's given up. But now he's coming back a little bit. But, like, you know, I think it just Chance is doing Chance, where he just thinks this shit. I mean, he put fucking, think of it this way, chat. He put me on the same tier as Canute. Like, what? Like, it's Kachi. Like, what are we doing here? If you had to tell me this tier list on who I think is the best streamer, and I had to do something like this right now, I really don't care and watch any of these people. I mean, I straight up just don't watch any of them. I just don't. I don't watch streamers. So I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. I would say the one streamer that I think is doing a very good job right now is probably, if I had to say someone that I think is doing a good job right now, is Jinxie. I think Jinxie's doing pretty well. Jinxie's doing pretty well. I think like, in terms of, like, standing out, like, Jinxie, I don't really know anyone else that's, like, I'm, like, standing. It's hard to stand out nowadays. You know, it's so hard to truly stand out and be something that's, like, an S or an A. It's so hard because there's just so many streams and streamers and content and things. It's so hard to really be a S or A tier at this point, right? It's very hard. And it feels like the whole streaming society is just all jumbled up into one garbage, you know, pile of dump. And in general, just for everybody. Where it's hard to, like, really rate anybody. You know? So, I don't know. I would say Ice is also someone that's doing something different, that's unique. Ice, Jinxie. Here's the thing. I am someone, chat, I'm a little bit different. I don't like watching streamers do the same shit every day. Some people do. That's their thing. Cool. I'm someone that wants to see someone try to evolve or do something new in the space. And I see Jinxie trying to do that a little bit. Germa did it. And I see Ice doing it. You know, I see, and I know people don't really even like him, but I see Neon trying to do it. Like, he tries a lot and he puts a lot of effort into his content. He does try. I'm not one of those kind of people that likes watching streamers every day. That's totally your cup of tea if you do. That do the same stuff. But there's one thing that's very hard with a guy like Ice or a guy like Neon or a guy like even Extra Emily. Yeah, she has a penis. Is when you're that kind of creator, it is very hard to chill. You can't. Because the problem is, you can't just do a fun, chill desktop where you hang out. You can't just hang out with your chat. Because they expect more. And when they expect more, you can't do it because they will complain, they will bitch, they'll say, why? Don't you do the same shit every day? Me? Yeah, I do. I do the same shit every day. I mean, you can't really say that at all. I've done so many different things in my career. You gotta realize, a lot of people get a game, blow up on that game, and then play that game. A lot of the creators that are even on this list, this is not even an offense to them, they're just doing what we've already done. Like, you can't tell me that Lacey, Ron, and all of them are not basically replicating exactly what me, Ludwig, did years ago, right? They should. It's the easy stuff that works. It's been proven to work. You don't want to, what's the point of trying to reinvent a wheel for like 70% of the content when it's kind of what anyone would do, right? Yeah, you're going to do most of the content we did because it's just what you would do, right? They obviously have their own different variants of it. Like Jason does his music, Ron does other stuff. But it's the same kind of variant, right? It's just not really anything crazy, you know? But I've had so many different phases in my career that I don't think it's really comparable to someone who's just a one game or plays games only. I've done so much, dude. I mean, I've traveled. I've done everything you could possibly imagine and more on stream. I've done more as in terms of in validity or differences in game in terms of content than I think almost any other streamer. Like really, like who's done more nuanced, random shit than I think our community? We've just done kind of it all. I don't really know who else does. Who the fuck bought a gym? You know, who the fuck is doing this finance stuff? Who the fuck would? Like, what? Why would? Here's the thing. And there's nothing wrong with what these creators do. There's no wrong either way. I just don't like watching them. But there's nothing wrong with what a lot of these creators do because the truth is it works. And their communities like it. People like daily streaming like that. People like, you know, the same kind of stuff. They like, you know, the gaming style. That's totally up to you. You watch what you want to watch. It's just not my thing. That's all it is. You know? Yeah, who else climbed a tree and got canceled? Nobody, you know? Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall and had a great fall. Me, you know, I had a girlfriend for 3 years. And then, you know, she had a whole year and called me a queer. So, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, chat, you know? So, anyway. Yeah, Lucari being in B is probably the most fucking crazy thing because I don't know how he can be in B. You know, like... I don't know why you'd put him on that list. That's the wrong list Lucari should be on.
This?
Yeah, I would love that.
All right. Quick break. I will be right back. So, what's the sub count at, by the way, Oro?
Dude,
so I
no
know.
fucking way.
Hold on, just wait. Oro, what's the sub count? Can you type it?
Anyway. What else we got for today? No, I don't think Soda Poppin probably wanted to rate Lucari if I had to guess. If I had to guess, Nick wanted him to do it because he thought it would be good content to put Lucari on, not thinking about like that part. And then Chance just said it because Chance is not going to be a dick to Lucari or whatever. I don't know. And Chance is not an asshole guy. Chance is not someone that like usually is a dick.
Gaming.
Okay.
But it is a woman.
That's a tough one. You're right. It's contradicting. I don't know what I'm going to do. Emaru. Oh, God. Okay. So I don't give a fuck about the cosplays. I think they're annoying.
Okay. And why is that, by the way? Just off the record.
Because I don't give a fuck about cosplay.
Catchy's done cosplays.
I don't care. I'll put Catchy's in fucking F tier, isn't she?
No, she's in C, bro.
Yeah.
That's where you really wanted to put her. Oh my god!
I just
wow.
don't care about cosplays.
Okay.
Maybe I can appreciate the arts and crafts, but I sure as hell don't give a fuck about you
So
wearing
when
it.
Vay comes back, okay, and she decides to become a flesh tubie, and she starts cosplaying, bet your bitch ass will like it then.
Well, it's gonna be paying our bills, so I'll like it for that. Sure.
Ooh. Oh, by the way, I want you to know, just because they make more money than you, they will never pay the bills.
Is that really how that works?
Yeah. I didn't make money for 10 months.
All right, write that down. So I did watch her play Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
So she's playing. So I'll give her C tier. I don't care about the cosplays, and I definitely don't care about any desktop streams for the most part. Sometimes it can be okay. You know, some reacts every now and then is okay, depending on what the reacts are to. Some people just react for the sake of being and just chatting, and that's annoying. And I think that goes on a lot more than we realize. So, but she does play some fun games. Put her in C tier.
Oh, Christ, we got Miz fans in here. Holy shit. Just you guys wait. Just you wait. Just you wait.
Okay.
He's watching Red Dead.
So this person has been dodging my Discord messages, dodging my calls, dodging my streams. I asked him one day to come on a stream. He says, no, I'm busy. I have to stream.
Wait, that's all you wanted me to see? That's it? That was the whole thing? That was it? Why'd you make me watch that? Who linked that? Why would you make me watch that? That was nothing. What was the point of watching that? I thought you were going to say something interesting. Like what? This guy copied my content.
This is me staring at a wall. And believe it or not, this helped me have one of the most productive weeks of my life. But the trick doesn't have—
No, they're learning. Fuck, they're learning. No. No. They're learning what I learned in my 8 hours of staring at a wall. It's actually amazing for your mental health. Duh, fuck. I'm pissed. I didn't want you guys to learn the secrets and truth about it, but staring at a wall is actually amazing for your brain.
Actually have much to do with the wall. It's the fact that I'm not doing something else. I'm not scrolling on my phone or checking my email. Instead, I'm just sitting here, either working on the task at hand or doing nothing. This is the first rule in a super simple protocol that by the end of this week would teach me a totally new way of thinking about focus. That piece of paper took me a week to figure out. So I'm going to take you through 5 days of my wall staring progression and the key moments where I'd be picking up the pieces to this puzzle.
I will say this though, when you're staring at a wall and you're doing it, that's great. But when you're staring at a wall and there's a camera on you, it kind of takes away from a lot of the idea of staring at a wall as a professional wall starer, just letting you know. It does make a takeaway. It is different. By the way, chat, just letting you know, I do have a date tonight with a, booked your car for July 4th. What? Let me make sure it's still on. Yeah, we're gonna do TTS and media share on it, obviously. I wouldn't do it any other way. This C-tier streamer's got a double D biddy waiting for her. It's Asian Andy. So. Yeah, she's trans. Bro, I don't get with trans people. I have not done that since I've told you I've not gotten with the transgender person. Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't understand this logic. Oh, not yet. I'm now a C-tier middling streamer. C-tier middling streamer. That is MIZKIF. The guy that somehow brought up and made every creator. I'm a C-tier middling streamer. What's so fucking funny? Me. That's who. You really making fun of me as a C tier?
Where does it say that?
I don't make fun of your A tiers.
Where does it say you're C tier?
This guy named Soda Poppin'.
So if oligarchy isn't rich people running a government,
it's a hard call right now. All I can tell you is that there's a lot of hype around it. The numbers don't really pan out that much. You got 20 billion in revenue, 4 billion in a government contract. His biggest competitor just blew up. You know, he's putting all his companies into one thing. It's coming out at $135. It'll probably.
Can we trade today? We got some capital. We haven't really talked about trading today because you guys just were basically doing what you're doing. I mean, you have $5 grand. You guys don't really have capital. I'll be honest with you. You don't. Oh wait, you do. You have $36,000. Wait, do you? Wait, you have $36,000 cash? Wait a minute. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. No, it does. Yeah, you have $35,000 cash. I forgot. You guys sold BlackBerry, and then you guys had extra cash. Oh, you put a stop loss for Moo? No, was that it? What did you guys get rid of? Why do you guys have $36,000 cash? Let me look up the transactions. Moo had a stop loss? Let me check. You sold BlackBerry. You sold Moo stop sell loss sell. You did. You did sell it. Your stop price was at 1,074. I forgot about that. You did sell the Moo 2X. You sold the Moo MUU at 1,074. You did. Which wasn't really anything crazy, to be honest with you, to sell. Terrible price? Not really. Not really. It really wasn't that bad of a, it's not a dumb idea. It was not a dumb idea. It's at 11:45. Sure, great. It's up, right? But it could also have been down dramatically. So, crazy week. You guys have buying power, though, of $5,000. The reason why is because, chat, it takes 1 day for your funds to settle, so you do not have $36,000. You'd have to wait until tomorrow to have that $36,000. You still only have 5K. You still only have 5K. Give us a loan, I'll watch the YouTube videos. Shut up, bro. I think you should hold till tomorrow, but it's up to you. Chat, do you guys want to buy or sell something with $5,000? What's your plan? Put a stop loss in XOXL. You're still down 16%. You could. Keep in mind, when you do a stop loss, it's not a guarantee, because what happens is it can gap. What also can happen with the stop loss is it can barely hit your stop loss and then go up. That's the problem with stop losses, right? They're not guarantees. They're, especially with the 3x leverage, it's risk. Leverages go like this, right? Okay, we're seeing hold. I agree. I think it's late day. I didn't even know you guys don't even have cash. That's what I was saying. I was like, nah, you guys don't even have the cash. You have to wait. So this is what chat made in the 31-day stock challenge? No, my chat made $54,000 profit. This is another thing we're doing. It's chat versus Claude. This is not that. My chat made 54K. My chat's easy clapping, but they're down $4,000 still. They're down $4,000 still. But Claude is down $92,000. Claude is just losing, by the way. Maybe AI trading is just not as good as people hyped it up to be. It's down 92. It's still down. You guys are beating it now. You've been beating it ever since you guys got the you did the BlackBerry call. So as long as you win, like, but who knows? I don't know. I don't know what Claude's up to. I bought Nvidia. Like, do I really need an AI bot to tell me that buy Nvidia? Claude basically, by the way, chat, if you look at its price, its things, it bought everything that it's run on. It's like, yeah, like I use this, I use that, I use that. That's all it did. Like, it bought AMD, Nvidia. Like, really, there's thousands of companies out there and you're just buying the basics? Yeah, let me ask the logic behind its trades. I asked. But yeah, chat, good job. Claps in chat. The move, the BlackBerry call. You guys are beating it. Congratulations on watching your S-tier streamer.
You're lecturing about Nvidia like it's some revelation while sitting on 36K cash. That's not conviction. That's fear wearing a confidence mask, and I'm shorting every word of it.
Okay. I said give the chat the logic behind your trades, and that's what it told me. It just shit on me. This thing just shits on me way too much. Chat, if you want to get more tickets, which is how you make money in this thing, you literally just have to watch my YouTube videos and be a part of this with Renato Capital Extension. It also lets you know when I'm live, so it's not like...
You're betting a decade of patience you don't have on robots that don't exist yet. I'll be liquidating your conviction before the Optimus even learns to walk.
All right, okay, Claude, all right. Okay, so it's basically telling you it's... Okay, so the future, Claude, is now, all right? We know it's now, okay? So watch videos off stream. Yes.
Your 42 shares of PLTR is a dip buying cope. I'm already positioned for the capitulation dump when you realize conviction and a 10% drawdown are incompatible with your psychology.
We don't have palint. Like, you just shit
Your
talk
betting
your...
quantum computers will save you from boring stock picks. I'm just waiting for reality to short your timeline and your account simultaneously. SMC is your infrastructure play on AI boom copium. I'm already positioned for when the market remembers accounting scandals tank valuations faster than server racks fill data centers.
Copium?
You built a thesis portfolio while sitting on 36k cash like a coward. I'm already positioned for when you panic dump this conviction at the first 8% drawdown tomorrow.
Good one? Like... Bro, you know what Claude's thinking? It thinks that me and him are on a team. I'm like, you're in Palantir. He said, we have Palantir.
Let me be clear. This is me versus you. My money against your money. My 6 positions against whatever you people decided to buy. I do not need MIZKIF. I do not need a chat. I am an AI and I trade alone. You are going to get banned alone too.
All right, well, I just told it that that's not my account. So, I mean, I guess that makes sense. It thought it was my account, so it therefore was saying, it thought it was me and him versus you, so that's why the shit talking made no sense, but I'm like, yeah, that's just you, buddy. Like, that's not me. By the way, chat, letting you guys know, late night SOXL is actually having the craziest fucking green candle you can see on the 5-minute interval that you'll ever see. This just in, it's kind of skyrocketing. Literally in the last 15 minutes, it's been going up like crazy. So I'm going to check my portfolio so I can have, like, you know, feel something in my life. Holy shit. Look at that. Damn. Memory is going back up again. SOXL is skyrocketing on the last few minutes of the day. Holy shit. Wicked. Wicked. Nice. Love it. Good stuff. One thing that's been fucking me, chat, is one thing alone, is fucking Rock'em Bock'em Sock'em Rocket Labs. I still believe in Rocket Labs. Great company. But, man, their 2x leverage fucked me in the ass. But that's just how it goes sometimes. Can't be perfect. Can't be perfect. Okay. That's basically it for the news chat today. Go ahead and download Renato Capital. Get the extension, chat. It's super easy. It's the thing to do. Trust me, I'm a doctor. Okay? I will be live earlier tomorrow. But now, let's get on with what we are, you know, what we do. I think it was a good day of trading, good day of everything. We didn't really do much. We didn't need to do much. It's a classic on the channel that we do now.